Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210 XM 221 and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m. New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208 XM 219 and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m. Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m. Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM 220 and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio, SiriusXM 86.
Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper stopped by for a morning skate with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on SiriusXM Channel 91 to talk the keys to his success over the years and the challenge of getting to the Stanley Cup Final 3 years in a row.
John, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit self-analytical and, being in the business that you're in and knowing how successful you've been and what drives you and motivates you. What do you think has been the key to your success over the years? I mean, every league you've been in, you've won, you've had the staying power, and you've had all kinds of championship pedigree. If you say, hey, look, I'm still going strong, I'm still chasing another ring, what is it that keeps you going, and what is it in particular that you feel has made you as successful as you've been?
I would say there's a couple things. Internally, it's the fire is still burning. And so I think that first and foremost is the biggest thing, because when you lose your passion for it, and I've watched it happen to people, then you might as well you should get yourself out, because you're just doing yourself and your team a disservice. So that passion is first and foremost the big thing. I would say on the other side of things, like Jeff Vinnick as an owner, and it kind of goes back to the previous question about stability. And that's one of the things we've had. And so Julian Breezeball was my general manager in the minors and now the NHL. So we've been together for how many years? We had Steve Eisenman in the early part of that, and he kind of was like the mentor. He was the actual one that brought me in, but we've had that stability. Only 2 GMs, but both of them work together. We've had one owner, one coach, basically, since I've been there, one captain, and it's this core group of guys that have all stuck together. And I think we've kind of, I don't know how to explain it, you've kind of passed the coach-player relationship because we've been there so long, and we all just have this common goal of what we need to do. And there's a lot of pride, a lot of passion with the group of guys we have, and then Julian's done a great job of kind of filling in. And when I say fill in, it's like getting the Nick Pauls, getting the Brandon Hagels, guys that are still long-term guys, but that weren't, pseudo drafted into our system. And it's, we've been really fortunate that it's worked out the way it has, but I truly believe the stability, the belief, and the passion of the same group of people that have been together, and that's what's really helped us. It takes its toll, both physically and mentally, and I give our players credit, to come back and make the playoffs the next year, but, now we've been one and done for 2 years. We've had some breaks. We've had a little bit of turnover, and we need to get back. We need to get back to those, making some runs in the playoffs. And but I will sit here and say, I'd be remiss to say, those years, they do take a toll, and maybe it has taken a toll in the last, couple of years on us. And but I can tell now that, a couple of years of being bounced in the first round, it's just a different vibe coming in, especially this year of seeing all the players. And there's an energy I haven't felt in a while. And I think part of that is because we have been bounced, in the last 2 years.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, All games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210 XM 221 and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208 XM 219 and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM 220 and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210 XM 221 and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208 XM 219 and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM 220 and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach, came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91. He was on to promote his new book, Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench, and he took some time to talk about his career, specifically the regrets and the influences.
When you get a chance to sit down now and you think back on all these times, any regrets?
Yeah, of course you have regrets. I had the heat turned up quite a bit at my own distraction, so I could have, and I evolved, and even Greg, you just mentioned Greg Gilbert. He said, Mike, you're completely different here in New York than you were in Chicago. So you learn from your own mistakes, and for some reason I was so driven. I took it personally if we lost, personally, and I was miserable, and I could have probably managed the principles of my coaching career and what I thought was important, that I would always stay intact with those, but the methodology could have been turned down a bit and probably
A little too intense?
A little bit smoother.
A little too intense?
At times,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, big names, Scotty Bowman, Roger Nielsen, Tom Watt. I mean, I don't know, mentors, friends. How did they all influence Mike Keenan?
Well, first of all, I played for Tom at University of Toronto, and then we developed a close relationship, and I would talk to him a lot about coaching. Now I'm in Peterborough. He'd come and see me, and we developed sort of a minor league team for him, because the guys that couldn't play for U of T right away, like Mike Polino, come out to play with me in Oshawa. And so we developed a relationship that way. But we talked a lot about hockey. He taught me more about hockey than anybody else. And then Roger and I have a relationship through Peterborough. We're getting now into sort of the technical part of video replay and how that. And then I got Scotty Bowman, the greatest ever. He hires me for the first time, probably saw a little bit of himself in me. And he's calling me in the middle of the night after every game. He drives home from Rochester, and at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm not exaggerating, sometimes an hour conversation in the middle of the night. Why did you put Bob Mongrain on the penalty killing at that time? Like, okay, Scotty. But he was just, and he would test me all the time, and I just give him a firm belief in what I thought was right. and he respected that. So it was interesting and then we became friends over the years. It was a real three guys that really influenced my career.
That was Iron Mike Keenan, former NHL head coach and author of Iron Mike, My Life Behind the Bench. He was in conversation with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for the Morning Skate on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. That's Sirius XM Channel 91.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210 XM221 and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208 XM219 and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM220 and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210 XM221 and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208 XM219 and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM220 and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
Former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan came on the morning skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, and he was asked about the long Alexei Kovalev shift during his time in New York, and he shared his side of the story about the skilled offensive talent that was Kovalev.
The Alexei Kovalev shift. I've heard 7 minutes. I've heard 9 minutes. Hey, you stay out there. You kind of figure it out. Describe to us what went into that. How long was a shift? Certainly Kovalev was a talent, that's for sure, but he was a bit of an enigma.
Super talent.
Yes.
And talented people sometimes are elusive. And Alex, I try to explain to him, you're getting 20 minutes, and I don't want the shifts to be 1 minute, so you have 20 shifts. I'm going to give you 40 shifts at 30 seconds so you can build the intensity up. Understand? Yeah, I understand, Mike. Goes out there. Of course, it's a minute and a half. I said, now, Alex, the guy that's supposed to be playing behind you just missed a shift because now we're going to the next rotation. You're out there for 2 rotations. Okay, Michael. So, again, next thing, does it again. So I said, oh, my God. So I said, okay, guys, this time when he comes back to the bench, he's now going to overextend his shift. He's going to be a little tired. Don't open the doors. He comes over and I said, get out. He thinks I love him now. Get back out there, I said. So then he comes over again. And now I said, guys, he's going to want to climb into the bench because he's done. I said, when he comes over, puts his leg up, push him back out. And they pushed him, but now they are laughing on the bench. This is in New York City. great during the game. Back there. So Alex figures it out. He scores a goal in the middle of this shift.
Wow.
He gets himself a rest. Stays out there. Finishes the period. So I think it's about 9 minutes. I walk off the bench and said, Mess, explain it to him, will you, please? He said, I will. Don't worry. I'll look after it. So as a result, we fast forward now to the playoffs in Game 6, playing New Jersey. In the Jersey series, I double shifted him. When he had to come back, and he was electrifying. Mess got the 3 goals, but Alex was a horse. And it's very talented, powerful. And the problem was he was so efficient that he could stay out, but he didn't grasp the concept of just picking up the intensity. You could see him. He could dangle and hang on to the puck and nobody could take it from him. He was resting while he was out there. So
in essence, it was a bit of a training ground for what was to come against the Devils at the most important time.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it turned out to be a good lesson for him because that's what he did in that game. 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I just said, Alex, I'm going to double shift you. Get ready. Don't be out too long.
That was former NHL head coach Iron Mike Keenan in conversation with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin for the Morning Skate on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. That's Sirius XM Channel 91.
Sirius XM has soccer covered end to end. Sirius XM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's Sirius XM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7:30 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Vegas Golden Knights. Stars on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 928. Knights on Internet 949. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Islanders on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 937. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Utah Hockey Club. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 951. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m., Chicago Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Blackhawks on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 925. Lightning on Internet 945. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Friday, January the 24th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Former Buffalo Sabres head coach Don Granato was on the Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to talk about how different today's athletes are, as well as what it's been like to watch Austin Matthews grow.
It's really a switch in the last 10 years. The first birth year I had at the national team program was 95 birth year. So it was JT Compher, Tyler Mott, that group. You have them for 2 years, so the next birth year coming in was the 97s, which was prolific. It was Austin Matthews and Matthew Tkachuk and McAvoy and Hanifin and Werenski. And I remember talking to the coaches back then that this birth year is way different than the 95 birth year. And this summer, ironically, I picked up a book that titled The Anxious Generation. And I thought it was very well documented. And the author used the iPhone. And the iPhone came out in 2008 or 6, somewhere in that range. But social media didn't hit hard on the iPhone where you could rate a kid's looks if you're a high school student. And so judging other people on a social media app on the iPhone was about 2013. And so now you think about all these kids going to high school, and we never had this. They could be made fun of on social media. They don't even know it, and they're walking out of a classroom and people are laughing. So it's a different world we all live in because we're all criticized and compared to more and faster. And with that, you need to balance that with support. And I think, lots of coaches that have gone, that I watch around the league in the NHL, there's a lot of great coaches and a lot of good young coaches that are really good at that. The X's and O's, I say to people, are easy now. When the X's and O's are a very simple part of hockey. It's connecting with people and getting people motivated and excited. And that's changed dramatically. X's and O's became big when video hit the computer. You could watch 100 or 1,000 forechecks over and over and over and say, okay, these are the key components on a forecheck. And so, you didn't have to be in the NHL to become better at that. So that's the easy part. I just can't imagine doing this or that I did it. I called Brian Matthews one time in Austin's U17 year. And I said, Brian, I said, do you have any idea how good your son is? And his reply was, no. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you, what is this conversation? And I had to explain to him, and I said, I think this is what's going to happen in Austin. I said, you honestly have to prepare for your life to become very chaotic and crazy. And lo and behold, he gets drafted in Toronto instead of, some different market. And we know how crazy it can be here.
Oh, yeah.
But, and then the last thing I'll say on it is I remember leading up to the draft, lots of people said, can he handle Toronto? And I thought, absolutely, no problem. And the biggest thing for me is when a young player comes in the league, and we talked about it earlier, if they're a -2 or 3 and they have a really tough night, you get to know how they're going to respond. And some that breaks their confidence, and maybe they need a stint in the AHL. You got to get them out of the pressure. But Austin was so good that if that happened, and when it's happened in his career, it doesn't hurt his confidence. He knows that he's in that category of player that I know I can redeem myself just get me to the next game now. And they can do, the best players can do that. And that's a different echelon of player at the NHL level that can do that. So if you look at the top players in the NHL, their confidence is not going to break. The guys right under that, they have a bad night. They may not want that next game.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information for the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your
So become one of our pod people and download the ticket wherever you get your podcasts. P1 Programming on Demand. From Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Sponsored by TexasPaint.com.
Texas Paint, voted the best paint store in the Metroplex for a reason. High quality Benjamin Moore paint, 14 convenient locations, or free 2-hour delivery so you or your crew can keep working. The local guys voted the best. TexasPaint.com.
The following is a KTCK Sports Presentation. Dallas Stars Hockey is on the ticket. Here are our P1 puckheads, Josh Bogorod and Daryl Razor Ray.
Very good evening to you. Welcome inside American Airlines Center alongside Daryl Ray. I'm Josh Bogorod and Razor. This is a fun one as the Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know that there's a bigger rivalry these last few years than the club that's in town tonight. And what a way to kickstart it. The first of 2 meetings inside a week span. They're going to meet 4 nights from now on the Strip in Vegas. Just something to renew the bad blood between these two clubs.
Yeah, and, watching warm-up, you can see there's a different seriousness down there than there is in the run-of-the-mill. We've seen so many games against the Eastern Conference lately. They only play each other twice a year. Obviously, they haven't played them in the playoffs here recently. These guys, they have. And these two clubs have ended each other's seasons routinely. So that's how you get a rivalry going. And it's an interesting tilt here tonight. Neither team's really on a hot streak, so to speak. The Stars have lost, 4 of 6. The G Knights have just 2 wins in their last 8. So maybe they need this a little bit. A game against your rival to bring out the best in you once again. And both sides aren't scoring goals right now at any heroic clip. So I don't suspect this is going to be 8-7 at the end of the night, but you never know.
Well, in a game where maybe they need each other to get going, the Stars send a different-looking lineup out there as they made some transactions yesterday, and then not only that, but the deployment here tonight, it's a different look to what the Stars are going to trot out.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a bespoke lineup for Pete DeBoer tonight. Like, this is tailor-made for the opponent. And Big Leon Bischel is up from the American Hockey League, all 6'7", 230 pounds of them. And 6'2", 200-pound Brendan Smith, who seems bigger than just 200 pounds, but he can throw his weight around. He's played left wing before in his career, and that's where it appears he's going to start here tonight on the Stars' fourth line. A little more size there. And Matt Dumba comes back in, he plays physical. So this is about as physical a lineup as they can trot out right now. And with an eye for this being a battle along the boards and a battle in front of both nets.
It is a big team. It is a tough opponent that's standing in front of them. We know how Vegas plays. Pete DeBoer this morning was very complimentary. Well, given the history that we talked about between these two, when they've gotten together in recent years, what has the game typically been decided on?
Well, a lot of times it's just been special teams. Certainly was the last time they met one another. And and a break here or there late in the game, it feels like every game is a one-goal game. They're closely matched. Every now and then, one side or the other gets the upper hand, and it gets away from a team. But for the most part, they're right there. So, a lot of games, I don't care if people want to bash me, but they all come down to special teams and goaltending over and over and over and over again. And that'll decide this one here tonight as well, I suspect.
Stars have had outstanding goaltending. They've been outstanding defensively, something they have not been. You mentioned all the games against the East. They've just had games steady, one after another. They're coming off the first time since Christmas that they've gone consecutive days without a game or a trip. So they're going to make up for it, jump on a plane after this one, but about as rested as any team can be right now. How does that play in against a club that was in St. Louis last night in Vegas?
Yeah, look, you should have an energy advantage in this scenario, right? And, they played some games recently against teams that played the night before, but they were playing like their fourth and sixth nights or something, or they were playing back-to-back. So this should be an advantage. They need to make it an advantage, right? The best way to break the Golden Knights, and they're an excellent defensive team, is to not let them get set in their defensive structure. And sometimes that's just energy. And with that energy, maybe make them chase a little bit, and make them chase a little bit, make them reach and trip a little bit, and you find yourself on the power play. This might be a night they need their power play here on home ice.
Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. It's the final game of a 3-game homestand, the middle of a 3-game season series against the rivals from the Nevada desert. We've got opening face-off coming up, so keep it tuned right here. You are listening to Dallas Stars Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank and heard live on the Ticket.
Transform the look of your home with new windows from Best Buy Windows and Siding. Hi, I'm Dax Kirks, co-owner of Best Buy Windows and Siding. Our transparent upfront pricing guarantees no surprises or hidden fees. Right now, get 10 single-hung windows for $59.50, including free installation and a lifetime warranty. Plus 0 down and 0% interest with approved credit. Call us today at 469-WINDOWS, and we can see you as soon as tomorrow. Or visit us at BestBuyWindowsAndSiding.com.
Best Buy Windows and Siding.
Hi, I'm Sam Slayton, CEO of Sante Center for Healing. If sobriety is your goal, Sante Center can help. For nearly 30 years, Sante has removed barriers and successfully treated thousands of people with all types of addictions. Get help this new year at Sante, the trusted choice of those seeking freedom from addiction. A counselor is available for you right now at 800-258-4250 or at SanteCenter.com. That's SanteCenter.com.
Davey Lane here with something you're going to love. Order your Valentine's dinner at Eatsies.com and celebrate in the comfort of your home. Eatsies Market and Bakery has a Valentine's Day menu full of chef-crafted favorites. Rosewood Ranch seared Wagyu sirloin with port wine demi-glace, crab stuffed lobster tail, ricotta mashed potatoes, and for something sweet, strawberry champagne cake. Order now at Eatsies.com. Eatsies Market and Bakery. Chef-crafted Valentine's meals for the taking.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunities for small businesses that go way beyond bank accounts. That's why we're sharing this radio spot with
Abounding Home Health and Hospice Care. Get Abounding Care in the comfort of your own home, including nursing, therapy, CNA, social, and chaplain services. Located in Dallas County and servicing Dallas and the surrounding areas. More at aboundingcare.com.
To learn more about how opportunity happens here, visit Comerica.com/succeed. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender.
Whataburger knows that watch party planning comes with its own set of challenges. Finding enough chairs for the extra friends your friends brought. Managing Chet's ref rage in the third quarter. Staying calm when they won't just run the ball. And then you have to feed everyone. What are you going to do? That's easy. The What a Wings Party Pack. 72 boneless tender bites, a family fry box, and all the sauces you'll need. And seriously, just run the ball. The What a Wings Party Pack. Get yours today at Whataburger.
Stars fans, every player that has ever skated onto the ice has had a dream to be a champion. Ford has been a part of making those dreams come true. With every drive to hockey practice and travel to every road game, Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs have carried us forward. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Stars and proud sponsor of a dream. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Stars hockey on the ticket.
The ticket.
Welcome back inside American Airlines Center. Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. It's the only time that Vegas will play in Dallas in this regular season, and the folks in attendance, Razor, are fired up and ready for this one.
They are a little bit late arriving at the earlier start, so they'll get in here. It'll be thick and loud as usual. Starting goalies tonight, Jake Ottinger for Dallas. He's 23-11-1 on the season. Tied for the most steals in the league with Shesterkin of New York, half a dozen each. Aiden Hill at the other end, 18-8-3 for him. He's allowed 7 goals in his last 2 starts. A shootout loss at home to the Blues and a defeat in Carolina to those Hurricanes.
It was 264 days ago in this building. Game 7, May 5th of last year, a 2-1 Dallas win. That propelled them on to the second round against Colorado. It ended the championship defense for the Golden Knights. They meet once again on Dallas ice. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Stars in their home victory green. They're moving from right to left. And that puck deflects up into the netting immediately. And they give the deflection sign, it looks like. We go right back to what we had a few nights ago in this building, a conversation of whether it's delay against Dallas 11 seconds in.
That's when Lindell just chopped that one on the backhand. It rode up the glass. Mark Stone's trying to lobby for a call. He scored 19 seconds into the game last night on an ugly giveaway.
That was part of a 4-2 win for the Knights at St. Louis. Before last night, just 1 win in 7 games for the Knights, who were the league's best team prior to that. Deflects over to the near side, and Evgeny Dodonov, former Vegas forward, will keep it moving. Esa Lindell gets chased by Eichel. Tremendous season for him. Then Lindell pushes it forward. Dodonov had the stick behind his back. He was trying to distribute it as he was coming through, and the pass came his way. Barbashev up a puck, neutral territory, flips it in. Tomas Hertl have an outstanding first full season in Vegas after a pickup late last year. Lifted out by Dallas.
Stars already, you can see them almost trying to think their way up the ice. They've turned it over multiple times.
It's back in the Dallas zone. We are just underway, a minute into the hockey game. No score between the Stars and Knights. Sam Steele turns off contact, and he'll bring forward. Steele with 2 stars to his left, flipped it to Hintz, tried to keep it going, juggled through the circles, and a shot blocked by Pietrangelo. It's lodged. It's lodged inside his equipment and gets the whistle there.
He rode right up his pant and disappeared. He pulls it out and flips it to the referee. I think the beginning of this game is probably going to be a little bit cautious until something happens, right? You can see them trying to measure one another, certain matchups they'd like. You don't want to fall behind and make mistakes in the early going.
Matt Duchene in to win the faceoff. Harley had the lone goal for Dallas their last game earlier in the week. It was a 2-1 loss against Carolina. Banning on the shot on the left wing side was Brisson. Brisson steps in and unable to keep a handle on it. White Cloud holds the line over to Nick Waugh. Waugh gets pressed a couple times by Harley and then stapled into the sideboards. Not cleared though by Dallas. Haig with a shot and it redirected. Odger sticked it over to the corner. Clearing attempt. Just do get it out this time, do the Stars.
Man, it's they have it, then they have it repeatedly here.
Labushkin up ahead. Colin Blackwell. He'll shoot one in. Matej Blumel, forward who draws out of the lineup. Brendan Smith heavy on the forecheck. A big part of why he's in and in at that position. Stars missing the sizes. Bischel steps up into Tanner Pearson. A huge hit. And so the two biggest augmentations, Smith at forward, Bischel recalled, both make immediate physical impacts as Vegas brings it in offside.
Man, how do you not love Leon Bischel? As he had tone on the veteran Pearson along the boards. He just flat destroyed him. Took him a minute to get back up again. Turned around, just a perfectly timed hit. Step up hit by Bischel. Pearson's an ugly -9 over his last 8 games. That's not going to help, or perhaps it'll shake him out of it.
9th career NHL game for the 20-year-old Bischel. His first since December 29th, was sent back down to the American Hockey League, played 7 there with Texas before the recall yesterday. Offside again come the Knights. We are scoreless, 17:25 left in the first.
You know, it took the game here the other night between the Stars and Carolina forever to actually turn its volume up a little bit and get going. It was really sleepy for most of the first 2 periods and a little bit of the third, and the beginning of this one has been sloppy and staccato.
Played in by Dallas. They chase after it. Steele along with Hintz and Stankoven on this forward line. Shot couldn't get through. Hintz was trying to redirect it and got blocked. Now it's Mark Stone who's in a stretch to stay on side from Eichel. Hanifin, the defenseman, was bumped down along the end boards. Flip in by Stankoven of the Stars as Dallas changing. Pietrangelo starts it out. Finds Hanifin. Pressure in the form of Steele, and the Stars will twist back in. Netminder Hill goes behind the net. Bouncing puck, pushed forward by Hertl in front of the Dallas bench. Grabbed by Olofsson, and he draws a penalty. There's going to be a hooking call against Dallas, a delayed call. Pavel Dorofeev, he leads them in goal scoring, and a lot of it done on the power play, which will begin now as the Stars touch and head off the captain, Ben, for hooking.
Well, there's no doubt Jamie's looked tired here recently. He hasn't registered a point in a half a dozen games, and this one a little change of direction in neutral ice, and he gets the hook right in on the hands, those white gloves that the goal the road, and loads up what has been, it feels like 50% of their offense over the last half dozen games or so. They have got on a wicked run with their power play.
Have they ever? 7 straight games with power play goals to the tune of that percentage, 10 for 20. On the left wing side, the Golden Knights will spread it out. It's the league's top penalty kill in Dallas. Over to the left, settled across. They're looking for Dorofeev. 9 of his 21 have come up a man.
Man, if that clicked, they're dead. The Stars penalty kill.
Eichel to Theodore from inside the blue line. Surveying options finds Dorofeev. Top of the right circle shot, fought off by Ottinger. And then a clearing attempt at the back of the referee. Quickly over and scored. Eichel. The Stars tried to clear it. It hit the back of Ghislain Hebert. In a blink of an eye later, Jack Eichel scores a power play goal.
Nobody feels worse than Stripes there. It's a legal play. You can't score off a referee, but they can assist in that manner. And you gotta know where your openings are to get the puck down the ice a little bit too. And they changed the point of attack quickly, and bang, that thing was in the net in a hurry off of Jack Eichel's stick. Came into play tonight with 20 shots on goal. 20 in the last 4 games. Just one goal, and he tacks on another, and another power play goal for them.
Stars had killed 31 straight opposing power plays on home ice. The number one overall penalty killing unit in the league, but Vegas on that roll make quick work of opportunity number one. So it's a 1-0 lead for Vegas. And we talked about special teams at the top of the broadcast as Dallas ices it here. Boy, was that part of the 3-2 win in December. 2 of the 3 goals for Vegas came on the power play.
It's crazy, though. This is a rarity. Like take this in. The fact that Stars penalty kill gave up a goal on home ice. The last 14 teams that have come to town have left Dallas with the same power play goal total as they came in with. And you can include these Golden Knights along with just 3 other teams.
Stars Ottinger makes the save on the drive from Haig. Dallas playing from behind early. Haig turned by Smith. Smith, you'd imagine with his experience, would be comfortable in a forward position. He has looked it so far in the opening 5 minutes of this game.
I think a lot of times D-men love it when they get put up front. I mean, Daryl Sador back in the day would get some games up front.
Give away, and the Stars on the attack. Johnston then poked by Smith. He'll hunt it down. A penalty coming up against Vegas now. It's over to Bischel. Has 2 goals in his brief NHL career. This one gets blocked. And it will be the Stars, after a holding call against Vegas, an opportunity to match the power play goal from Vegas.
Well, the instigation on this is some forechecking from Brendan Smith down there, and apparently they're going to clamp down on hooking in the game and holding in the game. Both of these penalties taken on similar plays. You can see the free hand on Big Haig trying to handle Wyatt Johnston. And this is, they came into play tonight with the best home ice penalty kill and the worst home ice power play. Well, maybe this is flip it around night at American Airlines Center.
Matt Duchesne will begin from the left wing circle to try and do just that. The reach, and Heiskanen couldn't quite keep it in, so Dallas has to touch up and reset. Haig off for holding. Vegas has the 20th ranked penalty killing unit. They went 2 for 2 last night in St. Louis. Stars set back up. It's Heiskanen over to Duchesne on the right wing. Snaps it for Heiskanen. The return for Duchesne off of his boot. And then push forward for Eichel. Couldn't get much on it, but it was at neutral ice.
They wanted to go there, and then they made a little mini mess out of it.
Vegas has 5 shorthanded goals among the league leaders. Sent around where Heiskanen's got it at the right point. Stars on the power play, trailing 1-0 early in the hockey game. Here is Heiskanen. Snaps it low. Robertson in front off of Duchesne. Rebound loose, and Hill made the save. The in-tight opportunity, and it's clear.
Man, I'm looking down to my left, and that puck came through. All I could see was net. I couldn't even see their goaltender. Such is the life of the Stars offense in this building this year.
New unit out there on this power play. It includes a D change as Harley jumps on a fresh 5-man unit. In front, hits, scores! Tipped right on the top of the crease. And Rope Hintz, in his second game back, his 20th goal of the year, has tied the game at 1.
This is such a smart play by Thomas Harley. He knows that Rope Hintz is going to drive the slot. And as soon as it goes off to the left wing side, all he's got to do is beat that Golden Knight player closest to him. He gets a feed from Logan Stankoven. They feed it to the front of the net. There's Rope Hintz. He came awfully close just a second ago. This time, with the cutter in there, Dodonov's able to send it into that general vicinity. It gets elevated in tight. Both power plays have answered each other.
Hintz missed 3 games, returned and played 19 and a half minutes. Last time out against Carolina. Gets the power play goal. Team leading 20th of the year. Dodonov and Stankoven the helpers. So both teams on the power play. And yeah, indeed, we're living in the upside down in the opening 6 minutes tonight in Dallas. Cut down by Maverick Bourque. Nice play. He and 3 others in green rush ahead. It's Jamie Benn. Drags Bourque. Back for Benn. Backhand over to the side of the crease. It's dug for. A fallen Golden Knight. Howden was able to keep it away. And Vegas clears. Howden did not play last night. Missed the game with illness. He's having a fantastic season. You can say that about so many for Vegas. A loaded up roster once again, as dangerous as you'll find in the league. And these two teams have come to play early on in this one.
Well, the power plays have, that's for sure.
Penalties at your own risk kind of night, it appears. Steele pitchforks one in. He'll chase after it along with Hannafin. Bunted over to Pietrangelo. Collision and Steele, the man that went down on a three-car pileup. Shot in by Victor Olofsson, the former Sabre. Horseshoes around to the near side. Stankoven quickly got it out to Steele. Hintz wanted to race. The puck could never get to him. Up the boards. It's offside against Dallas. We've played a second shy of 8 minutes, and both teams, they are on the board. First, a power play goal for Jack Eichel. Stone the helper. Then a power play goal for Rope Hintz. 20th overall this season to Donovan Stankoven. 1-1 on the ticket.
Four nations face off for the world to see. This February, international best-on-best hockey is back as NHL stars compete for their country to see which hockey nation will reign.
Star power in abundance.
Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. Teammates turned rivals, and rivals turned teammates. For country, for glory, four nations.
We are set for puck drop.
The Four Nations Face-Off begins February 12th on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
This is Chris Lewis of Chris Lewis & Associates. Sometimes it pays to have a star on your team, like when you're accused of a serious crime or become the victim of a severe injury due to negligence. Events like these can destroy the life you've built unless you take fast action. Reach out to lewisdefense.com or call 214-444-1000. Let us fight for you. That's lewisdefense.com, your star team for criminal defense and serious injury representation.
Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket has been brought to you by
PNC Bank. PNC is an official partner of the Dallas Stars. By American Airlines. You are why we fly. American Airlines is the official airline of the Dallas Stars. And by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Official partner of the Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
The Ticket!
Well, the assistant coaches that run the respective power plays had better meetings than the penalty kill coaches. Both squads are 1 for 1. We are 8 minutes in at American Airlines Center. Stars and Golden Knights level. It has been very feel-it-out-ish outside of the special teams so far.
I don't think anyone was going to be mad at you for saying it was going to be special teams, but they certainly aren't now after the way it's open. On the left side to Donov, he's got in the Vegas zone, not for long though. Cleared back out to Esselindell, then gloved down by Johnston. Mark Stone will retreat. McNabb finds Barbashev, drags as he crosses the blue line. It slides in on Odger, and he hangs on, covers with 11:34 left in the first.
Well, this is the luxury again of being at home, and they have Heiskanen and Lindell, their two best defensemen, paired together and matched up against Jack Eichel and their top line. And we've seen that recently here. It's much easier to get it done at home. You can still get it a little bit on the road, but it's the home team that gets last change. They can look at the players that are out there and match after that which players they want on the ice.
All of those aforementioned remain out there. Eichel controls it right off the draw. Shot blocked over the left side. Wide and a fire. Stone right back to him. Eichel curls behind the net. Tried to stuff on the wraparound. A sliding Maverick Bork and other Stars came in, turned him away. Broken stick belonging to the Stars. Vegas going right back to work. Remain attacking in the offensive zone. Over to Stone on the right wing. Bork trying to get in the way of a shot from Theodore. Blockered away by Ottinger. Stone with it. Slipped it over to McNabb at the right point. Fished it in deep on the backhand. Heiskanen cut it off. Got it back for Duchesne. He spots help. Lindell. Bork out to center. Stars tilted only as far as the Vegas blue line.
Going to be a real test for the rookie Maverick Bork if he gets matched up along with Duchesne and Ben against that top line. Boy, they came close to making it 2-1.
Eichel's goal, his 13th goal of the season, and his 60th point, 8th in the NHL in overall points. He is on a career pace.
I don't know why he didn't shoot that right away last time. It looked like he had a window, and then he almost scored on the wraparound.
Brisson hit by Beck right in front of the Dallas bench. Across the ice, Thomas Harley with it. Pokes it forward. Now it's Haig. Haig will go to Brisson. Ahead for Nick Waugh. He lost the handle crossing the Dallas blue. Brendan Smith able to toss it to drive. Shoots one in from center. Rope Hintz in on the forecheck along with Blackwell as the Stars are in between shifts. And look out, that pops up right into the Vegas bench and out of play. 9:47 remaining in the first. We're half a period in from Dallas. The Stars and the Vegas Golden Knights. You're listening to Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
Hey, why not start 2025 in a brand new ride? Corby here from my friends at Classic Kia who want to help you do just that. I'm here with Classic Kia owner Jesse Hull.
Thanks, Corby. Right now, 2025 Sportages and Sorrentos are just 1.9% for up to 60 months, plus get $750 owner loyalty cash on both models.
There are so many great choices at Classic Kia. Drive an EV like me or a Telluride like my wife. Take a test drive today. Classic Kia Carrollton or shop 24/7 at ClassicKiaCarrollton.com.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hey, it's Giorgio here with an epic land buying opportunity. Clearwater Point, Possum Kingdom Lake, one of Texas' most iconic lakes, famous for blue water, scenic shores, iconic cliffs, and sunset views. Don't miss your chance to purchase amazing lake property at prices below market during this one-day sale, Saturday, February 1st. Beautiful lake access and direct lakefront properties with docks starting at just $49.9. Your property will boast a grand gated entrance, underground utilities, central water, a clubhouse with resort-style pool, boat docks, a putting green, pickleball, and basketball courts. Minutes from restaurants, marinas, and activities like scuba diving, water skiing, and boating. Great financing options are available, incentives for cash buyers, or invest in this land using your retirement account. One day only, Saturday, February 1st. Visit ClearwaterPointTX.com or call 866-870-2765. That's 866-870-2765.
This is Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket. KTCK-FM Flower Mound. KTCK-AM Dallas Fort Worth. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310. The Ticket. A Cumulus media station.
Two top 10 teams and bitter rivals facing off here tonight. Eichel with a power play goal answered by Rope Hintz on the power play.
Vegas will bring it out, skating 5-on-5 here. Howden checked shortly after he dumped one in. Leon Bischel sent it around the boards. Sam Steele accelerates across the Vegas blue over to Stankoven, rips a snapshot, missed the net.
Good play by Matt Dumba, the defenseman, to hustle up there, occupy some defending, open up that lane for Stankoven.
Around it goes, Dumba. Pearson was able to move it when Dumba was approaching him. Anytime he gets ahead of speed like that, then the other guy could very much be in the crosshairs. Theodore sending it forward. Olofsson has to double back, goes down along with Stankoven. Duchesne settles down an aerial puck, banks it to Lindell at the left point, swung to the right side. Miro Heiskanen snaps a shot, saved by Hill. Rebound bounces up and off the back boards. No one knew where it was,
including the goalie.
And cleared all the way down. This one, they're going to call it icing.
Attaboy, Miro.
Slowing down, but Miro slowed a little more.
It's a veteran move. Bob your head, swing your arms a little bit, wait for it to cross that icing line. They can't change. Stars can. And Robertson, who's had a great run, comes out here. Multi-point games for him are stacking up. He's taken over the team lead in shots, too, which is a great sign.
The Golden Knights, though, win the face-off. They clear it out to center. They can mix in one set of fresh legs. Pietrangelo, who had been out there the longest, gets to the bench. Right back into the Vegas zone. Out for Johnston. Cut to the net, and Hill made the glove save. Showed it to everyone.
There's the fatigue factor on Theodore, who had trouble down in the corner. And Wyatt Johnston just puck-jacked him, and a sassy windmill glove save. He was down on his knees waiting for Johnston to attack. Wyatt's a right shot coming out of the left wing corner. That had to look gorgeous, like nectarous to the far side, and he flat stoned him.
Johnston was the man who scored the first goal of that Game 7 in this building the last time these two teams got together here. It was late in the first period, part of an eventual 2-1 win. The guy who scored the game and series winner, Stars will jump on a plane and see him tomorrow night. Shot by Heiskanen, pad save made by Hill. And the Golden Knights will turn the other direction. 4 racing through center. Flip by Barbashev, then Stone. Stankoven got it to the sideboards. Off the wall, set for Haig. In deep for Eichel. On his forehand. Back to Haig. Wrist shot tipped and goes wide. Hintz is able to clear. Hustling after it is Steele. Haig will get to it instead. Big Vegas defenseman leaves for Eichel. The slow curl behind the Golden Knights net. Head fake and Dodonov stays with him. Now Whitecloud goes back for Haig. Haig slowly to center. Chip in on the backhand from the red line. Falls in behind Ottinger's net. Harley able to skate it forward. Cut off by Hannafin way offside. Some had touched up, but not all, and that's the rule, so it's offside against Vegas.
The poor youngster, Brizon, had fallen down in behind the net, and he was miles away from getting back on side, so allows the Stars to get their wholesale change in here with the depth line for the Golden Knights on the ice. He's utilizing this line here in the opening period with Smith, the defenseman, on left wing.
It is Vegas's Pietrangelo. Tried to shoot one in, came right back to him. Around it goes, where it was cut down by the stick of Ottinger behind the net. It rode the glass. Pietrangelo in retreat, bumped it forward, came right back to him. He's back in the Vegas zone. Golden Knights, a rink-wide pass for Kolasar. He gets slowed up by Bischel. Kolasar used to being the hunter.
Man, you can hear, you can almost feel those hits.
Out in front, Brisson turns and could not shoot in time. Dumba caught him and handcuffed him. Fight for possession. Bischel in again to seal off Kolasar. Twice has played the body perfectly on the Vegas big man. Stars Smith over to the left. Brisson was in the way for the pass intended for Beck. Pietrangelo keeps it on his blade. Angled one wide of Ottinger's cage. Sent in by Tanner Lazinski. First year with Vegas. Entire career in the Philadelphia organization. Up and down AHL, NHL prior to this.
Interesting how much their fourth line plays here tonight.
A drag and in front. Harley, nice job to tie up. Lazinski was cutting free. Pearson then gets knocked down. Labushkin tying up with Lazinski. Pearson and Beck nearby. So is Harley. The puck spit up the boards and collected by Bork. Lifted while the rest of the Stars change. Shea Theodore ahead off of Howden. Heiskanen back up. Bork got knocked out. Puck leaked to center. Dorofeev with it. Avoids traffic and settles it back into the Vegas end. Olofsson. The soft dump in. Heiskanen, the Stars try their luck on the near side. It's clogged up by Olofsson. 1-1 hockey game. Just over 5 left in the first period. Whitecloud to the left. Haig shoots and he hit the glass looking for the corner.
That's a nice setup. Both defensemen knew he had an outlet to his left, and that was a rocket.
Esa Lindell pressured by Dorofeev. Stars taking on pressure throughout this opening period. Jamie Benn at center ice. Left back in after Vegas gets it deep. Wholesale change for them. Room to skate for Harley. He does just that. Thomas Harley's pass couldn't connect with Hintz. Eichel, the Golden Knights goal scorer, Ran into a lot of traffic, turned back over.
Ran into everybody. That was 1-on-5.
Eichel's got it again, looking for better odds. This time finds Hannafin. Wrist shot, hit bodies right back to him. Another one, hit bodies again. Such a crowd en route in the shooting lane and cleared by Dallas.
Tell you what, if that gets through and it hits the net, it's in. There's no way Odger saw it.
Odger will play the puck from behind his net. Vegas, though, steals it on the wall. It's Pietrangelo angling down to Eichel. Bottom of the left wing circle. Now forced to the outside. Hannafin made a move. Got a window. Another shot got blocked. Tricky head fake by him.
Yeah, they got to do a better job of bracketing. They're allowing Eichel to have too much room and space to slide up and down.
Harley gets it out for Steele. He gets pressured again. All Dallas can do is get it deep and change. Pietrangelo and Vegas stretch out for Stone. Helps set up the Vegas goal. In doing so, adding to his better than point per game pace this year. Wyatt Johnston feeds it across. Now it's Robertson. Stars are on the attack. Dodonov's pass got through everyone and on the tape of Brisson. Kolasar comes the other way. Vegas is in. Dumped deep behind the net. Brisson against Bischel. And Bischel and Kolasar shove at one another. Continue to while the puck is tied up on the back of the netting and eventually blown down by the referee. With 2:58 left in the first period, power play goal aside, it is a 1-1 hockey game. You're listening to Dallas Stars Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank on the ticket.
You've lost it.
Learn to skate at your local Children's Health Star Center with the Dallas Stars Try Skating for Free program. All new skaters ages 4 to adult can receive 2 free 30-minute sessions of instruction on consecutive Saturdays. Call 214-GO-SKATE or visit DallasStars.com/StarCenters. The buzzer is sounded. The puck is about to drop. Time to get your fave Lay's chips. Stars fans, whether you're stomping and chanting in the arena or hosting the ultimate watch party, Lay's has the perfect chip for you. So make it spicy, make it savory, make it tangy, make it your own. Lay's, official partner of your Dallas Stars.
Texas seasons are getting longer and more unpredictable, but TXU Energy Ultimate Season Pass is the answer. 50% off energy charges during peak winter and summer, plus even more months of automatic savings.
So what if it's icy when it's supposed to be rainy?
Enjoy more savings for more of the year. Over $450.
But what if it's hot when it's supposed to be cold?
Get Texas-size savings for Texas-size seasons. No ifs, ands, or buts. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Visit TXU.com for more information. Rep number 10004.
Slide, shoot, score, and more with us at Children's Health Star Center's Hockey and Skating Academies. Whether a pro or a rookie, we've got programs for all skill levels to help your child progress in hockey or figure skating. For more information, visit DallasStars.com/StarCenters.
The Stars on the ticket.
The ticket!
Just under 3 minutes to go in the opening period here at American Airlines Center. Good to have you with us here tonight. Rope Hintz's 20th of the season answered Jack Eichel power play goal. That's all the scoring in the game so far. Rope just back into the Stars lineup last game. And good to see him doing Rope Hintz things, driving past defenders and getting to the front of the net. Two pretty talented center icemen with the goals so far in this one tonight.
It's a battle of number 10s here on this face-off in Dallas territory. Juan Beck. It's controlled by Vegas. Nice move by Theodore. Theodore's having himself a season and a great run of late as the Stars take it away and clear.
Just a ton of assists for him. I always think of him as a goal-scoring defenseman, but he's an assist a game over the last 14 or so.
He is tied for second among all NHL defensemen in assists and fourth in overall points. Stars back to center. White Cloud is on it. Shoots in. Udger tried to cut it down. It got around. Plenty of room for Liam Bischel, who's paired with Dumba here in his return to the NHL. Dallas can't enter and dumped back in by Vegas. Lindell on now. Oak was out of the reach of Duchesne. Bouncing puck, settled by Lindell. Nice timing. And then Bork is able to slap and bounce one to center.
way more chip to speed than stretch on their exits here in the first period. It hasn't always worked.
Howden is pressured this time by Bork. Vegas possessing. White Cloud over for Dorofeev. And all he can do is get it out of harm's way. But on net, they played the bank, so no icing. Asa Lindell goes across for Heiskanen. Hands it forward, then heads off. Petrangelo tried to bank a clearance. Star steal. It is Sam Steele. And his drop off in the low slot. Hintz had to muscle his way around Dorofeev. They got there canceled out left wing wall. It's over to the right side now. Labushkin. Stankoven in the slot. Shot was blocked. Kept alive. Labushkin over for Steele. Poked along the left wing. Chance to clear. Harley held it in, and now it does pop out to center. Fired back in by Dallas. 1-1. Under a minute to go in the first. Tomas Hertl. Off the poke of Dorofeev. Harley sending it up. It's Dodonov. Could not maneuver through Eichel at center ice. Dump back in softly. Stars take over. Harley and Heiskanen are the two D-men out there. As Harley goes off, Lindell jumps on. 25 seconds left in the period. Vegas comes back the other way. It's in on Andre. He'll keep it moving. Stars, though, turn it over. Behind the net, it's Mark Stone. Stone banks it over to Theodore. Theodore back down for Stone. Feeds it across. McNabb. The Golden Knights in the offensive zone. 7 left in the period. Behind the net, Eichel protected the puck. Took a few shoves. Over to the circle. Bounced off of Eichel. And the horn will sound, ending the opening 20 minutes.
It was a tight checking period of hockey. There's not a lot of room down there. Both teams closed on each other. The scoring chances kept to a premium. The two scoring chances, great opportunities outside of the 2 power play goals that got scored. Eichel, that little dance down and then a wraparound attempt, and Wyatt Johnston coming off the left wing side and getting stymied by Hill. Outside of that, there wasn't much going on down there for scoring opportunities.
Yeah, high pressure, tight checking, and makes sense that the 2 goals in the game would be when there was a disparity in manpower on the ice. So Jack Eichel opened the scoring, 13th of the year, 60th point, set up by Stone at 4:04. 2:15 later, Rope Hintz, 20th of the year, on the power play from Dodonov and Stankoven. 1-1 after one, and a reminder that you can join Jeff Kay and the Dallas Stars Ice Girls at Mayor's Garden in Dallas tomorrow night, 6 p.m. It's an official watch party presented by Modelo. Watch the Stars as they take on the St. Louis Blues, and you can enter and win cool prizes and giveaways. Full watch party schedule can be found at DallasStars.com. Go check it out. Up next, it's the Kia First Intermission Report. Michael Dixon, Bruce Levine have you covered. Both teams on the board in the first. Play it to a standstill. It's 1-1 through 1 on the ticket.
Big news on the Little Ticket. Save the date. Mullen & Mullen Injury Law Firm, Ticket Stock 2025. Coming once again to the Plano Event Center, February 21st and 22nd.
Every ticket stock is flipping magic. Every ticket stock is so much.
Joining us will be the Ticket's own Barry Switzer, our Friday night headliner guest.
Hi, it's Dirk Nowitzki, and I'll see you at Ticket Stock 2025.
Free admission, free parking, free entertainment. Dirk! Make plans now to hang with us at Ticket Stock 2025. From Sports Radio 96.7 and 13. The Tip.
All right, y'all. Ticket Stock is coming up, and Maverick Windows has something special for you this year.
That's right. Stop by the Maverick Windows booth at the Plano Event Center. Take a shot on goal. If you score, you're entered to win glass side tickets to a hockey game this spring.
So don't miss out. Swing by the Maverick Windows booth at Ticket Stock and take your shot.
And if you just can't wait and you're ready for new windows, call 1-800-972-3631 or visit MaverickWindows.com to schedule a free quote and consultation today.
Hey, it's Giorgio here with an epic land buying opportunity. Clearwater Point, Possum Kingdom Lake, one of Texas' most iconic lakes, famous for blue water, scenic shores, iconic cliffs, and sunset views. Don't miss your chance to purchase amazing lake property at Prices below market during this one-day sale, Saturday, February 1st. Beautiful lake access and direct lakefront properties with docks starting at just $49.9. Your property will boast a grand gated entrance, underground utilities, central water, a clubhouse with resort-style pool, boat docks, a putting green, pickleball, and basketball courts. Minutes from restaurants, marinas, and activities like scuba diving, water skiing, and boating. Great financing options are available, incentives for cash buyers, or invest in this land using your retirement account. One day only, Saturday, February 1st. Visit clearwaterpointtx.com or call 866-870-2765. That's 866-870-2765.
Howdy guys, it's Corby here. It's a new year and it's time to keep that promise of getting your testosterone levels checked. If you're lacking energy, muscle mass, or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer, and nobody matches the experts at Low T Center. Don't settle for a standard dosage TRT plan. Look for a personalized plan like you'll get at Low T Center. And for current patients, Low T Center offers a $150 referral credit when you refer a new patient. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare. Well, how does electrifying your 2025 sound? I've gone all electric with my EV6, and my friends at Classic Kia in Carrollton have some incredible EV incentives right now. Corby here. Classic Kia owner Jesse Hull.
Thanks, Corby. Right now, you can choose either 0% for up to 72 months financing through Kia Finance, or get $8,000 in customer cash on the 2025 EV9, or perhaps try out the all-new Kia K4 sedan at 2.9% for up to 48 months, or choose up to $1,250 cash back.
So go to Classic Kia Carrollton or shop 24/7 at ClassicKiaCarrollton.com.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
At Planet Fitness, this is the year of getting stronger, and you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, and you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st.
Join our newest clubs, now open in McKinney, Burleson, and the Colony.
See Home Club for details.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Dallas, Texas.
Repaving a sidewalk or driveway and pouring concrete costs thousands of dollars. Longcrete lifts the problem by injecting polyurethane underneath uneven concrete to raise, level, and support it. Faster, cleaner, less invasive, and at a fraction of the cost it would take to replace it. Stop tripping over uneven faults in your walkway or porch. Get rid of the ponding on the side of your house, or flatten your driveway so you can use the garage again. Don't replace it, raise it. Schedule a free estimate today. Visit longcrete.com. That's LONGCRETE.com.
Hear the highlights and keep up with other games around the NHL. This is the Dallas Stars Intermission Report, brought to you by Kia on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
Well, the Stars and Knights tied at 1 after 1. This is the Intermission Show, brought to you by your DFW Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Michael Dixon, Bruce Levine here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket. And Bruce, it was a tight checking game, as you heard Razor say at the end of that first period, but it came down to both goals on the power play pretty early in this game, and outside of that, not much to separate these two.
It was very tight, 5v5. His shots on goal indicate that 6-8 in favor of Vegas. I thought Vegas had a little bit of the time of possession. As the period wore on, they spent a little more time in the Dallas Stars zone, but the Stars didn't give up any quality looks, despite Vegas having the puck a little more in their end. Very interesting configuration for the Stars tonight. Brendan Smith playing wing for the first time as a Dallas Star on a line with Oscar Beck and Colin Blackwell. Blackwell has decent speed. Beck and Smith are not the speediest, so I have to wonder how much time are they going to get as this game wears on if it continues to be tight, considering Dallas is playing the first of a back-to-back. However, you heard Pete DeBoer say this morning that Vegas is the biggest rival for Dallas in the NHL right now. That's after 2 playoff series. That's how they feel. So this game has got some intensity. It's got some physicality. Liam Bichel was a monster in the first period, credited with 3 hits, but a physical presence. So all in all, nice first period of hockey for the fans that made it on time for the 6:30 puck drop.
Well, the recap and highlights brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Dallas Stars. Both first period goals on the power play, and Vegas opened the scoring at 4:04. Jack Eichel makes it 1-0.
And then a clearing attempt at the back of the referee. Quickly over and scored. Eichel. The Stars tried to clear it. It hit the back of Ghislain Hebert. In a blink of an eye later, Jack Eichel scores a power play goal.
So Eichel is 13th. Mark Stone, his 29th assist at 4:04. The Stars' penalty kill has been so good this year, but Bruce, even the best penalty kills give up goals from time to time. This, however, was a puck that probably should have gotten out. And if it does, who knows how the rest of this power play goes.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the puck doesn't get out, at the very least, it gets to the blue line with a little bit of authority, causing the power play to have to reset. Ilya Bushkin on his backhand tries to clear the puck. It hits the ref in the back and drops right to the feet of Mark Stone. Mark Stone quickly at the right faceoff circle, zings it cross ice to Jack Eichel for the one-timer. No way Jake Eichel can get across, and it is a 1-0 Sabres. Jack Eichel used to play for the Sabres. Vegas lead. Okay, you want to know why I'm rattled, folks? According to Elliot Friedman, Mikko Rantanen just got traded from Colorado to Carolina. Sorry, I'm a little bit disheveled right now.
That's a jaw dropper, isn't it?
That's why I can't speak. My jaw is literally on the floor. But it's a nice play from Stone to Eichel. Eichel with a one-timer, and it is a 1-0 Vegas lead. And, you know, it could have been worse. Maverick Bourque makes a great save on actually, is it Maverick Bourque? Well, actually, it's Jake Ottinger that makes a great save on an Eichel wraparound later in the period. But for the Dallas Stars, they give that power play goal. They trail 1-0. Then they get one back on the power play.
All right, so it was 1-0, and you're hoping the Stars can answer quickly. Sure enough, they do. It was a penalty taken by Haig that put the Stars on the power play not long after that. And then at 6:19, the Stars 1-1.
New unit out there on this power play. It includes a D change as Harley jumps on a fresh 5-man unit. In front, hits, scores! Tipped right on the top of the crease. And Rope Hintz in his second game back, his 20th goal of the year, has tied the game at 1.
So Rope with number 20, Dadonov his 12th assist, Stankoven his 18th assist. That at 6:19, and this was such a nice play, really, from everybody involved. And when you go to the net, good things happen.
Well, you know what? What makes this play special in my mind is what Logan Stankoven does. The Stars are sort of slogged down in neutral ice. Thomas Harley has the puck. They're trying to get into the zone. They give it to Logan Stankoven, and all of a sudden, Logan Stankoven goes from gliding to striding at the blue line. Just immediately turns it on, gets to the blue line, and makes a beautiful saucer pass above the sticks of the Vegas defense from the right side of the blue line to Dadonov at the left. Now Dadonov's got some room, looks up, saucer pass to Rope Hintz, but this sauce doesn't land on the ice. Hintz out of midair, skating full speed toward the net, gets it out of midair, bats it upstairs, and it's a 1-1 game. 5-on-5 goals scored. But a good first period of hockey. And while we go into the break, before I do these scores, I got to see what's going on with this Rantanen trade.
Yeah, that is a jaw dropper to say the least. All right, the Intermission Show brought to you by your DFW Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. 1-1, the Stars and the Golden Knights here at the American Airlines Center after 1. Coming up next, we'll dive into what's happening across the NHL. This is Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
Learn to skate at your local Children's Health Star Center with the Dallas Stars Try Skating for Free program. All new skaters ages 4 to adult can receive 2 free 30-minute sessions of instruction on consecutive Saturdays. Call 214-GO-SKATE or visit DallasStars.com/StarCenters.
Sometimes a situation arises where you have to take your best shot. Criminal defense, serious injury, wrongful death. Hi, I'm Chris Lewis. When you need to take your best shot, there's one name to remember. Chris Lewis & Associates, your law firm for criminal defense and catastrophic injury. Don't let a conviction or severe injury destroy your life. When you have one shot, make it your best. Let us fight for you. Call 214-444-1000 or visit lewisdefense.com.
At PNC Bank, an official partner of the Dallas Stars, we've always taken a boring approach to handling your money. Not only is it smart, it's reliable. And why would we ever want to be unreliable with anyone's money? Some of those customers could be big, tough hockey players who gladly give up their teeth for a win. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But really, we just think boring is the smartest way to help ensure your money's there for exciting things in life. Like intentionally placing your body in front of a frozen rubber puck traveling at 100 miles per hour. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
You have a job and a paycheck. Sure, that usually works for keeping your finances on track, but there are times when having access to the money you've already worked for can be a game changer. Those in-between times are the ones that can make a big difference in your life. In comes Daily Pay. With Daily Pay, you can access your earned wages when you want them. Daily Pay helps you avoid the inflated costs of hard work happens on the daily. You should be able to reap your rewards on the daily. With Daily Pay, you always get to say how you take on the day. Find out if your company offers Daily Pay. Visit us at get.dailypay.com.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes, but one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking, because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial banks.
Slide, shoot, score, and more with us at Children's Health Star Center's Hockey and Skating Academies. Whether a pro or a rookie, we've got programs for all skill levels to help your child progress in hockey or figure skating. For more information, visit DallasStars.com/StarCenters.
Four nations face off for the world to see. This February, International Best on Best Hockey is back as NHL stars compete for their country to see which hockey nation will reign.
Star power in abundance.
Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. Teammates turned rivals, and rivals turned teammates. For country, for glory, four nations.
We are set for puck drop.
The Four Nations Face-Off begins February 12th on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
At PNC Bank, an official partner of the Dallas Stars, we've always taken a boring approach to handling your money. Not only is it smart, it's reliable. And why would we ever want to be unreliable with anyone's money? Some of those customers could be big, tough hockey players who gladly give up their teeth for a win. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But really, we just think boring is the smartest way to help ensure your money's there for exciting things in life. Like intentionally placing your body in front of a frozen rubber puck traveling at 100 miles per hour. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
If you're a Dallas Stars fan, you know all about winning. That's why you'll feel right at home at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Start your night off with a victory of your own in our state-of-the-art poker room. Grab a front row seat to an epic concert, or sit back and catch the big game in our amazing sports bar. Come discover your next win at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Dallas Stars.
Children's Health is the official pediatric home of Dallas Stars fans. Every day, Children's Health is pushing the boundaries of what incredible care for children looks like. From groundbreaking research to technological innovations, Children's Health is constantly discovering the cutting-edge treatments that lead to greater outcomes. From their relentless care teams to their commitment to every family, Children's Health will stop at nothing to give kids the care they need for the future they deserve. Visit childrens.com to learn more.
The Stars are taking a breather between periods, but we keep taking shifts. It's Michael Dixon and Bruce Levine on the Dallas Stars Intermission Report. Brought to you by Kia on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
Stars and Knights tied at 1 after 1 from the American Airlines Center. This is the Intermission Show, brought to you by your DFW Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Bruce, sometimes we talk about the scores elsewhere, but first and foremost, we got to talk about the news elsewhere.
Let's zip through the scores. We're going to talk about the news. Islanders at home lead the Flyers 2-1. Lightning lead the Blackhawks 1-0 in this first period, and the Jets and Utah Hockey Club 0-0 in the first in Winnipeg. Big news around the NHL being reported by Elliot Friedman, Frank Saravelli, and a few others around the league. Mikko Rantanen of Colorado has been traded, or will in the process of being traded, to the Carolina Hurricanes. It's a three-way deal. We haven't heard all the news yet, but Rantanen goes to Carolina. Taylor Hall, who is a healthy scratch scratch in Chicago tonight is going to go to Carolina as well. And part of the package that Colorado is going to receive includes Martin Necas. We don't know all the deals yet, but Rantanen to Carolina, that's 3-inch bold headline type there.
Yeah, let's go back downstairs to Josh and Razor. There's your Friday night news dump, guys.
All right, thanks very much. Yeah, huge news around the NHL world and certainly affects the Cosmetics in the Central Division with Rantanen apparently exiting and the big contract discussion. But the Stars, Razor, they've got another team with Stanley Cup aspirations in front of them in Vegas. What do you make of the opening 20 minutes?
Again, it was tight checking and feel out-ish. Second period should be a little more flowy. I was impressed by how both teams checked. I mean, you just look at the goals. Like, you had a power play goal where Hannafin and Kolasar didn't go with Hintz. You had a power play goal where Wyatt Johnston assumed they were going to get out of the zone and just left Jack Eichel, and the Stars turned it over there. That's every game between these two teams. It just takes a mistake, and it's in your net. Talent on both sides to make you pay.
They will switch directions to begin this middle frame, and it is the two goal scorers meeting on top of the Stars logo at center ice. The opening face-off of the period, controlled by Vegas. Vegas dressed in the white sweaters. They come in right to left. Fired a shot that was blockered wide by Ottinger and cleared out to center ice. Shea Theodore snaps it over to the right. Stone clogged up, and the Stars take it back. It's Sam Steele. He's in. Right wing circle. Flip it on net. Hill made the save and sticked it all the way out to the high slot in Vegas territory.
Smart rebound there.
Eichel unable to twist one for Barbashev. Little game of hot potato before Miro Heiskanen lifts it up and over everyone on the backhand. That's going to go the distance, though. Icing against the Stars 42 seconds into the second.
Interesting start with Miro Heiskanen playing with Thomas Harley instead of Esa Lindell here to begin. And every time Eichel's been on the ice, Miro's been on the ice. That's a major matchup, and I'm sure they would love to have the Hintz line play against them. It's not like he's the whole team, but, man, he's a large chunk of it.
He plays 21 minutes a night on average this season, 11th among forwards in the league. Here's Hannafin in front, looking for Olofsson. Follow up on the doorstep, and the save made. Hurdle in tight, and it's clear. Stars can mix in a couple of fresh bodies here as it's dumped back in by Vegas. Hurdle in the corner, pressed up by Dodonov. Puck inside the Dallas zone, stolen by Wyatt Johnston. Chip out to center from him. Awaiting it is Vegas. They cannot lead past Olofsson in. Thomas Harley feeds it for Johnston. Off of his skates, down it goes. He was on the wrong side of the red line, so that pair of Harley and Heiskanen can't change. Another icing against Dallas.
Wyatt Johnston came into tonight's game on a 5-game point streak. He's played great. The most impressive thing maybe for the kid is the improvement of his face-offs. Taking a ton of draws over on the right side. He's going to have to take this one on the opposite side here, as on the icing they get to choose which side. His old landlord's in the building tonight, Joe Pavelski.
Got quite the ovation. They figured they score a power play goal. Joe's in.
Through osmosis, they have old 16 be involved.
Big face-off win by the Stars. They're able to clear it all the way down. Harley and Heiskanen played the first minute and a half plus of this period. They finally get to the bench. Johnston, shoulder to shoulder with the large Haig, who stands 6'6", comes out to the blue line, not cleared. Dallas trying to get possession on the attack. Vegas will clear it. And out in front of the vacant penalty boxes, poked away from Waugh. Up in the air it goes. Waugh lost sight of it. Robertson ran into Haig, and it bounces out in neutral territory. Dumped back in by Vegas. Reversed by Lyubushkin. Esa Lindell off of Bork's glove. He settles it for himself. 4-9 back to reclaim possession. Braden McNabb, the veteran D-man, was off the mark for Theodore, but he's got time and space to hunt it down. Go back to McNabb. Ahead for Howden. Howden snaps it forward. Here's Lazinski across the blue line, and his shot was blocked by Dumba well wide. McNabb stepping up into Ben. The two of them collide. Both men stay upright. Duchesne trying to squeeze through Theodore. Getting to it is Bork. Deep in Vegas territory. Wrapped around Liam Bischel from a tight angle. Cuts in the corner. On his backhand. Top of the zone, Dumba. Duchesne healed off a one-timer. And then Pearson checked by Bork. Not cleared. Kept in. Bischel snaps a shot, and he found the glass wide of the cage. Jamie Benn leaves it for Duchesne. Good pressure shift here from Dallas. Benn up top. Dumba. His one-timer blocked by Howden. Over to Bischel. Bischel deciding what to do on the left side wall. Funnels it deep. Duchesne centered. Off his sticks it goes. Howden stepped into by Smith. Got it to center. Bischel in retreat. Long change in the second period. Vegas can get a few fresh bodies from the bench as Dallas dumps one back in. Now it's Blackwell. Lost an edge. Went feet first into the end wall. In the corner, Oscar Beck. Two Golden Knights there. Take things over. Hanifin for Barbashev. Nice pass. Eichel, and here come the Knights. Cross the line. Stone made a move at the blue line, then taken away by Dallas's Harley. Stars turn to race the other way. Heiskanen leads the charge. He's in, and his shot blocked, and it goes off the netting out of play.
You'd see Bruce Cassidy, the head coach of the Golden Knights, slide that top line out there against what is the Stars' fourth line here tonight with a converted defenseman along with Oscar Beck, a rookie, and Colin Blackwell. And with that puck going up and out of play, Stars can reset themselves with who they prefer to have out there against them, which is Hintz's line, and see what they can do with an offensive faceoff here.
It'll be Stankoven, tasked to take it. Glove side of Hill. Eichel won it cleanly to the corner. Pietrangelo, but given away up the wall. Barbashev had flown the zone. The Stars, Heiskanen overskates the puck, cleared past the reach of Stankoven, and Dallas has to touch up.
That's two pretty bad turnovers by their defensemen that just turned into nothing.
Stone gets it out towards Barbashev. Now the follow-up, Eichel. He coasts in down the left wing. Angled off by Heiskanen. Puck flipped over to the right wing corner. Stone didn't get everything he wanted on the pass. Stars maneuver through center. Sam Steele with it. Crossing the Vegas blue. Cross corner dump. Bounces over to Hintz. Funneled low for Stankoven. He got knocked down. Steele charges after the loose puck. Back for Stankoven. Centers got it through off of Hintz and then off of Hill, the netminder. Dallas resets at the blue line. Ilya Lyubushkin right point. Slapped it off of Hill. Looked like he tried to scoop it with the glove. It stayed free, and a penalty coming as Hanifin knocked down Steele. And Noah Hanifin's going to go to the box for cross-checking.
He doesn't like it, and just hard hockey on a loose puck.
2 minutes for cross-check.
It's Kelly Sutherland, who's a veteran referee. This happens only because Aiden Hill, the netminder, couldn't hang on to a long shot on the glove side. And as Sam Steele goes after it, they say infrequently they're going to call that, those little cross checks. So Hanifin, big shot of him at the center ice, still shaking his head at that one. And we'll see whether the power plays can remain perfect in the game here tonight.
Stars have the Duchesne unit out there to begin from the left wing faceoff circle. Duchesne's going to get kicked out, though, so in comes Jamie Benn, who feels very comfortable from that side of the ice in the dot. Stars 1 for 1, Golden Knights 1 for 1. And the faceoff win by the Stars, but Duchesne, who was on the wing, split his point man with the pass.
That's the second time, though, they've won a draw on the power play, and it's gotten past Miro Heiskanen. I don't know why he stays back at the blue line. Move in a little closer, and you can cut that off.
Robertson on the right wing. Sends one in deep. Duchesne will keep it moving. Waugh hustling after it. Ben got there first. Wanted to get it to Johnston. It was broken up, though. Keegan Colasar can bank it over to McNabb. He's got time and clears it over and past everyone. Penalty killers change for Vegas. The Stars out of their zone. Johnston, pass to the left, Duchesne. Duchesne banks it forward to himself, but played well by Vegas, and White Cloud clears.
You know, they sit 20th in the league in percentile, but the percentage doesn't really matter so much. They rarely are shorthanded. Second time here tonight, though.
Rope Hintz, who's got the goal, is out there, charging back in. Plays a game of catch right side with Bork. Stolen again, though, by Vegas. Already more than halfway through this power play. It's been a lot of chasing back by the Stars.
And so important for penalty kills in the second period. With that change on the other side at center ice, you got to get it all the way down to get off.
Rope Hintz brings in, fed to the left to Donov. He'll get it. The right side, Maverick Bork is there. Bork banks it around too hard. It got past to Donov, a foot race for it. And Hartley just did get there before the racing Jack Eichel. Stars down to 22 left on the man advantage. Hannafin in the box for cross-checking. Dallas weaves in. Loose puck, and now they spread it out. Harley over to Dodonov. Into the right wing faceoff dot. Bank back to the line. Harley goes low. Dodonov jumped on him. He gets in the trapezoid. Knocked down. Kept it moving. Harley snaps his shot. Falls at the doorstep. Stankoven behind the net. Off the back of the net to himself. Then off of Hintz. And goes to Pearson. He springs Hannafin out of the box. Hannafin all alone. Backhand. He missed it wide. Stars get it at center, and in they come. Rope Hintz left wing, snaps his shot off target. Chaotic rushes end to end at the tail end of an otherwise quiet power play. 5-on-5 hockey here. It's Robertson. Leaves for Duchesne. Save Hill. Rebound. Score! Robertson! Got the loose puck, slid it home, and Dallas has their first lead of the night. It's 2-1.
They're on their feet here now. This is a rather buxom rebound off of Aiden Hill, the netminder. He makes the first save. He's clunky out of it, though. He doesn't keep the puck in front of him. It goes off to his right. Robertson, perfect timing, that long reach, and just slides it. He had a window of about a puck width to slide that past defenders and the right foot of Hill, the netminder. He deposits it. How about that sequence? Out of the box, Hannafin on the B-way. He misses. Stars come down and score to take the lead.
First even strength goal of the game. It belongs to Jason Robertson. Stars right back in on the attack. Blackwell drags it to the outside of the left circle. Now up to Lindell. His shot hit bodies, changed directions well wide. Smith back for Beck. And it's Labushkin in the corner. Fired it off the body of Smith. Playing as a forward. First time this season with the Stars. He's done it many in his career. Gloved by Hill. We will break. Robertson, even strength. 16th of the year from Duchesne and Johnston. It's the difference in the 2-1 Stars lead. We are approaching the midway point of a good one between the Stars and Golden Knights on the ticket.
Hey, Stars fans, look no further than the Children's Health Star Centers for the coolest birthday party in town. With 4 different packages to choose from, you can find the perfect party that works for any size group. Enjoy private ice time, party rooms, pizza, broom ball, and more for the best party around. So be sure to think of the Children's Health Star Centers for your next birthday or private event. For more information and inquiries, please visit us at dallasstars.com/starcenters.
When the game's on the line, every play counts. And when it comes to protecting what matters most, so does your insurance partner. Higginbotham covers the big moments on and off the ice. Whether we're protecting your home, your business, your car, or your health, we've got more coverage options than the coach's game plan. Higginbotham, official insurance broker for the Dallas Stars. Higginbotham. Higginbotham.com.
It's 3 a.m. in Kansas City. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not.
You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit? Crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
This is Dallas Stars Hockey on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
The Ticket.
The big brick edifice in downtown Dallas is filled up, and the game is heated up a little bit here. Robertson with the latest tally to put the Stars ahead 2-1 with 12 minutes to go in the second period. Robo, those multi-point games, the first 26 games this season he had 2. He has 10 and 21, and he's halfway to an 11th here tonight.
Beat goes on for one of the hottest players in the league, and he's got another key goal.
There's a lot of guys that would have drilled that wide of the net or shot it back into the goaltender. Just such poise.
Shot by Dallas, redirected by Stankoven up and over the crossbar. He hustles to get to it himself. Now it's Steele behind the Vegas net. Whitecloud gets knocked down. That's an offensive zone penalty against the Stars.
Sam Steele's getting a lot done in that general vicinity down there. He was the guy that got cross-checked that put the Stars on the power play a moment ago, and this looked like Whitecloud stepped on his stick. You know, they'll always tell you, like, if you put your stick in a spot that causes the player to trip, and he certainly had it into his boots, and down he went, and scramble. So a good penalty killer off the ice, and the Golden Knights with their second power play opportunity of the night. They've scored in 8 straight games now. It's unbelievable, isn't it, the run that they've gone on with their power play, and this is the time you want your best NHL penalty kill to bow up.
Including tonight, 11 of 21. Over to the right circle shot. Stick broke of Dorofiev, and the Stars able to pick it up and clear.
What an easy block. Esa Lindell just in a perfect spot. Gets his skate sideways and absorbs a blast.
Here's Theodore, brings back in. Then Stone across hurdle. Right side, score, Theodore. Not a setup man on that one. He was the finisher, and that was surgically maneuvered by the Golden Knights power play, who has both of their goals, and it's a tie game again.
You know, I can't help to think of this every time I see the Golden Knights, and certainly now. You know, Jack Eichel is 8th in the NHL in scoring, and Theodore came in 4th in defenseman scoring. Eichel was a Buffalo Sabre. Theodore was an Anaheim Duck, and you just sit there and you're like, what happened? How did you screw that up? How did you let that go? What a pretty zigzag setup that was. A lot of real estate for Jake Ottinger to try to cover, and couldn't quite get there with the left pad.
So Theodore, who had a 5-game point streak snapped last night, wastes little time in starting another one. He's got 11 points now in the last 7 games, including this one. Power play goal for Vegas. Each team has had a lead and watched it get away. Theodore from neutral territory. Hurdle and Stone get the helpers, so it's a 2-assist night for the Vegas captain, Mark Stone, who receives boo treatments here in this building. Poked in deep, Miro Heiskanen. Stars defensive zone, flings it off, the boot of Hannafin. He angled it over to the far side, so he had the head start on Dodonov, but turned over. Robertson shoveled a shot. It was blocked and went wide, and then Hill covers it at the side of the crease. 10:16 left in the second period. We are just about halfway through and level at 2.
And the Stars penalty kill getting touched up in the building here tonight. Touched on it back in the first period. The Chicago Blackhawks, Colorado Avalanche, the Anaheim Ducks, the only teams to score power play goals at American Airlines Center before these boys coming to town, and they've tacked on 2.
Yeah, basically a run since Thanksgiving. Just incredible stuff, but burst in a big way as Bischel paws it into his own bench on a clearing attempt out of play. And we knew this was going to be one of the huge matchups, was the Vegas power play against the Stars PK, and so far advantage Vegas in that department.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways you could say that the Stars' go-ahead goal for the moment, Robertson's, was in at least the echo or the wake of a power play at the other end too. Hanifin got out. They never reset themselves, and then Robertson scored on that rebound.
Here comes Vegas, 4-on-3 across the line. Brisson banks it low, wide of the net. Colasar hit by Bischel. That's been a reoccurring theme throughout the evening. Colasar gets it back, feeds it to Hanifin. Touched off for Pietrangelo. Blockered away by Unger. Duchesne patiently stick handles. Bischel accelerates, finds Dumba. Stars in across the Vegas line. Ben with a shot, fought off by Hill, not cleanly. And then he's able to pounce on it and freeze. 9:32 remains in the second period. Each team has scored in the first. Each team has added one in the second. It's a tie hockey game here tonight in Dallas. Stars and Golden Knights on the ticket.
Nothing annoys me more than warranty calls. Hi, this is Sharon Moore, President and CEO of City Credit Union. Cars and trucks cost more than ever, so a City Credit Union warranty is smart protection. It's affordable and covers a wide range of repairs like your car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle's most expensive parts. Whether you financed with us somewhere else or own your car, you'll find the warranty that's right for you. Learn more at citycu.org. City Credit Union is a proud partner of the Dallas Stars.
Federally insured by NCUA.
A Crawford 5-star technician has the following 5 qualities: honest, respectful, knowledgeable, client-focused, and efficient. We still have plenty of cold winter weather left. Is your home's heating system keeping up this season? Make sure you trust your home comfort to the 5-star heating experts at Crawford Services. Call 214-271-8800 or visit CrawfordServices.com. Crawford Services, home of the 5-star technician. License number TACLA 123-811-CM11421.
There's really no excuse for not listening to the ticket 24/7.
Pretty ridiculous, but they're doing it anyway.
But on the off chance your boss expects you to actually work and you couldn't hear every segment, subscribe to our podcast feed and never miss an episode of Troy Aikman, Moose Johnston, Joel Klatt, Ed Werder, or any of our other football deep dives. And catch up on college football tailgate each week. No paywall, just free pigskin podcast pagers. From Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310,
The Ticket. The Ticket? What is that?
This is Dallas Stars hockey on the ticket. KTCK FM Flower Mound. KTCK AM Dallas Fort Worth. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket. A Cumulus media station.
Stars win a draw as we welcome you back inside Vegas territory. It's a 2-2 game. Stankoven fires a shot, blockered away by Hill. 9:20 and counting, left period number 2. Logan Stankoven flips one in. Rope Hintz gets to it. Has one of the 2 Dallas goals from the left point. Hartley around the perimeter in the Vegas third and dribbled past Haskin in tough play at the point. Golden Knights snap forward. It's Olofsson. Spun down. Stars grab possession. Steal worked on by Theodore. Finds Stankoven at open ice. Across the Vegas blue. His shot was blocked by Haig. And the numbers advantage to Vegas. They take over possession. Haig flips. Labushkin gloves it down to himself. Beck the tap in. Blackwell finishes a check on Haig. Got out to center on the clearance, though. Is touched. Beck didn't realize how deep Blackwell was in.
Rather ephemeral leads in the game here tonight. Both teams have tied it up within, 2 minutes of the other side taking a lead here tonight. And offense has been a bit of a chore for both these teams. The Stars have not scored an awful lot recently, especially at home. Crazy. Like the last dozen games at home, they scored like 27 goals. They're averaging like 2 goals a game. 2. And that's where they're at right now.
Johnston and Eichel on this faceoff. And it comes back to the near side. If Dallas can try and springboard, off a power play goal here on home ice could do wonders in helping in that department. Donov stood up at the line, still brought it in. It's Johnston on the left wing. He'll feed it for Lindell. Faked his shot. Just inside the line, left side. Got it to Robertson. Robertson spots Labushkin. Back for Lindell. Shot tip goes wide. Robertson behind the net. Playing keep away. Now to the corner. Angles it to Lindell. Shot off of bodies and just wide of the near post. Robertson tried to move it. Eichel picked his pocket, then flying up the ice. Working against Labushkin, who ran him right out of real estate. Eichel managed to keep in a clearing attempt. Grabbed by Wyatt Johnston. Cut down by Dadonov at a legal height, but then pickpocketed by Stone. Ivan Barbashev crossing the Dallas blue line. Finds Eichel, has help to the right. In front, Stone was trying to get it to Barbashev. Passing lane closed off.
Well, a couple of diligent defensive plays by Labushkin.
Foot race forward as it's sent into the Vegas third, and the Golden Knights have it with White Cloud banking it ahead. Barbashev in across the Dallas line. Stars steal, and back they come. It's Matt Duchene with speed going wide on Haig. Duchene flips it in front. Shot Hill with the save, and bodies go flying into the net. Everybody was crashing back. White Cloud took it off its pegs, but Hill had made the stop.
Yeah, this is a gigundo save at their end. Barbashev was mad at himself for turning the puck over, and I mean, right into the blade, the awaiting blade on his offside. Nice work by Maverick Bork to sort of trap that pass from Duchene, little sauce, and then drilled it right into the body of Aiden Hill. And yeah, it was pretty violent. He wasn't in his net, but a teammate was. That was as glorious a scoring chance as you're going to get. Stars have gotten some stuff off the rush in the game here tonight. The Golden Knights on the power play and using the width of the ice on it.
Face-off is controlled by the Golden Knights. There was a brief discussion with the officials of whether or not Vegas could change because their guy took the net off. It was ruled they could, all that correctly, because the save had already been made, so the play was basically over. Fischl will bank it on the far side. Stankoven fought his way to get it out to center to Hintz, and then touched in by Steele, one hand on the stick. McNabb gets checked. So too does Theodore. Been some big belts in the game between these two rivals.
I don't know that crew on defense is going to feel those ones, though. No. I give them full marks for effort, though. Stankoven and then Steele.
On a box score, they're all created equally, but not necessarily in practice.
The same thump as Big Bischel.
Lifted out. Big number 6 is out there for the Stars now, so rear view mirror time. Shot in by Stankoven, but it was offside as the Stars cruise across the blue. 5:52 left in the second period. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Dallas and Vegas. You're listening to Dallas Stars Hockey, brought to you by PNC Bank and heard right here on the ticket.
At PNC Bank, an official partner of Dallas Stars, we've always taken a boring approach to handling your money. Not only is it smart, it's reliable. And why would we ever want to be unreliable with anyone's money? Some of those customers could be big, tough hockey players who gladly give up their teeth for a win. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But really, we just think boring is the smartest way to help ensure your money's there for exciting things in life. Like intentionally placing your body in front of a frozen rubber puck traveling at 100 miles per hour. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Jersey? Check. Hat? Check. Face paint? Check. Snacks? Don't forget your favorite Lay's, the perfect sidekick to your game day. Because no matter if you're cheering for your Dallas Stars from the stands or hosting the ultimate game day throwdown with your crew, there's a Lay's flavor to go with it. So grab that bag because it's time. Lay's, proud to be an official partner of your Dallas Stars.
Stars hockey on the ticket.
Stars and Knights are level at 2 with 6 minutes to go in the second period here at American Airlines Center. Stars have 17 wins on home ice. Only these Vegas Golden Knights and Winnipeg, both with 18, have more in the West. You look at the other end of the scale, Utah, San Jose, and those Vancouver Canucks have 8. What happened to the Canucks?
Yeah, rough sledding indeed. Trade the boys were talking about at intermission, the first big domino to fall, but a lot of people looking at Vancouver when it comes to that. Haig will get it out to center, and Smith will feed Beck. Stars in, drop past Blackwell. Twisted to the backhand, then feeds it up high. Lindell unable to get a wrister through traffic. It came right back to him. Finds Labushkin over the right side. Brendan Smith, an off-angle one-timer. Missed the net and rode back out. Stars quickly in to Donoff. Across for Labushkin. Shoots! And Hill got a piece.
That's the second time he's almost dragged a shot in with his blocker.
He's made some sparkling saves in the game, but yeah, has really seemed to be fighting some innocent-looking ones. Gloved forward by Pietrangelo. The rule touch next by Dallas. Wyatt Johnston will pick it up. He's in. Has a cutting to Donoff. Johnston steps to the inside. Blocker saved by Hill.
Here's a good stop.
Stars reset from their own line. Robertson takes his time. Feeds Heiskanen. Looking for a skating lane. Finds one. Chips it in deep. 2-2 hockey game. Under 4.5 left in the second period. First of 2 meetings between these clubs inside a week. They'll be on the Strip in Vegas on Tuesday. Maverick Bork on the left wing. Hands it back and a shot by Hart. Ben let it go through to Bork, who's pressured by Pietrangelo. Veteran and rookie in the corner. Cancel out. Off of Duchesne's blade. Held at the line by Harley. Shot. Floated through but wide. And then Hurdle got it up to Olofsson. Not out of the zone. Matt Duchesne leaves it for Harley. Low for Ben. Nice movement, and it was fanned on by Bork. Oh, it was brilliant movement. Duchesne goes laterally. His shot, score! Ben! Right in front, got a stick on it. And Dallas goes back in front 3-2.
Man, that was a tough shift for Olofsson on their side of things. And in general, it looked as though the Golden Knights were like, let's just get to the second intermission and get some energy back in our game again. The Stars wouldn't allow it. And a perfect deflection screen in front of the net. The Golden Knights D just left Jamie Benn to his own devices. Pietrangelo peeled off one side. Hanifin took off the other. And basically saying, goalie, you get the guy in front. He didn't. A large tally for the captain to get off the schneid.
Yeah, snaps that half-dozen game point drought after he was on fire immediately before that. Gets his 13th goal of the season and the 396th of his career. Hintz steals it back at center ice. So the Stars go back in front. Their second lead of the game, their second lead taken in this period. As you pointed out, none of the leads, regardless of who's had them, have lasted long at all. Dallas would love to change that. Barbashev for Eichel. Back over for Theodore and into the corner. Got it to the slot, over to Eichel. Boy, was there room, and he missed the net. Some nifty setups for a dangerous guy in Eichel, and the calibration was off.
Oh, he had the window. He stared up. The head snapped back. Couldn't believe that he misfired on that.
Visions of Game 7 in this building when it looked like he had a chance for a key goal in the second period that would have given them the lead and just misfired as it's offside against Vegas.
Would have been another fugacious lead if he have been able to wind that one home. Every time number 9 gets on the ice, it's just, you can just feel the the fright go into things at American Airlines Center. He's so good with the puck. He got set up almost same spot he scored his power play goal in the first period.
Shot back in by White Cloud of the Golden Knights. Behind the net, Bishop. Right back in, Robertson. And the referee was there, got tripped up, and they blow it down, say it was moved with a hand pass.
Glenn Bischel's played well here again. He looked fantastic in the first period. He was physical, that's obvious. Maybe a few too many high flips out of the zone, but it's better than turning it over, trying to make a play happen. He looks more settled here in the second period.
In his 8-game stint before he was sent down just before New Year's, he averaged about 13 and a half minutes a game. He's played 8.5 here so far in this one. Wyatt Johnston, nice move, and then follows up after a rode in on Hill's stick. Shot, score, Robertson! He found it from a pile, a no-looker. He's got his second, and the Stars have stretched the lead.
Man, some guys just have a knack, and they have timing. And he has both of those things in spades. Stars again on their toes. What dangling by Wyatt Johnston originally. And then there's just a nod of humanity off to the left-hand side of Aiden Hill. And Robertson comes to that pile. Loose puck. Understands you got to elevate to accumulate. Bang. 2-goal lead.
So it is a goal after another goal. We've seen that before, but this time it's for the same team, and it's for the Stars. $1:36 apart. 2-goal game for Jason Robertson, who's got 6 goals in his last 5 games. And when he was scoring back-to-back 40-goal years, it was goals like that, shots like that were finding the back of the net. Brendan Smith pulls it out of the pile, feeds the point. Right back to Smith. He shot at Hill. Made the save, a little glance behind him on the D, converted forward as he hangs.
Yeah, the Stars have taken over the game here the last 5 or 6 minutes. The shot totals jumped up. They're out shooting the Golden Knights 20-12 here now and getting some high-grade stuff. That one from the dead slot. Another good save by Hill, who got called out by his coach recently, saying that their goaltending just wasn't matching the rest of the effort.
Matt Duchesne, high slot to the left. Harley off the bar. He beat Hill cleanly. Stick side and denied by the iron. Stars aren't ready to see this second end just yet. $1:15 and counting. They got a 4-2 lead and all the momentum. Cleared out to center by Vegas. Ben goes across for Duchesne. 2 assists tonight for Duchesne, who leaves it for Harley. Goes for Heiskanen. Grabbed by Duchesne. Now it's Bork. Back for Heiskanen on the right wing side. Pressured out near the line, but held in. Worked over to the left. Harley blocked, fought, loose. Ben will work it free to Duchesne. To the corner, and now it's Bork. They've got the Golden Knights swimming. Duchesne over to Bork. Save! Hill turned it away. Stars keep the zone. Left wing side, Ben. Half a minute left in the period. Exhausted Golden Knights. Here's Bork. Spreads it out. Bork gets it back right circle. Fanned on it. Ducks underneath McNabb. Keeps it alive for Duchesne. Back in front and away from Bork. A clearance from Vegas.
Maverick Bork's had 2 or 3 wild scoring chances here in the second.
Hurdle racing and only 4 seconds left. It's Stone. He shot it gloved by Ottinger. The clock freezes with 0.3 showing in the second period.
And that's the first time the Golden Knights have been out of their own zone for about 7 minutes here, and they were just on their heels. The Stars had their cycle game going. Everybody moving in the offensive zone. You know, everybody looked like they were an option to be the guy that scores the goal. The closest was Harley off the pipe. They're going to pull their netminder here. They check the clock. They're not adding on more time. win a draw and try to get this 2-goal lead cut in half is their eyes. They looked fatigued, and the Stars went to a level with their game that they could not match late in that period.
It'll be the left-handed Barbashev who basically has to shoot off the draw, 0.3, and Johnston perfectly just tied him up. So the second comes to a close, and what a period / group nights. Michael Dixon, Bruce Levine have a lot to talk about in the Kia second intermission report. It comes your way right after this. Stars lead the Knights 4-2 through 2 here on the Ticket.
Dallas Stars hockey is on the ticket. And not just at night. Hang around for Hardline Hockey Hijinks with head coach Pete DeBoer, Wednesdays at 5:55. The Musers and Daryl Razor Ray regale the masses with mind vitamins. Thursday mornings at 6:55. Plus, Matt Duchesne hits the sweet spot, and Josh Bogorod lands on the invasion. The Stars hockey is home on the station that says, Cup check. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Tick.
Howdy guys, it's Corby here. It's a new year and it's time to keep that promise of getting your testosterone levels checked. If you're lacking energy, muscle mass, or have low libido, it could be low testosterone. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer, and nobody matches the experts at Low T Center. Don't settle for a standard dosage TRT plan. Look for a personalized treatment plan like you'll get at Low T Center. And for current patients, Low T Center offers $150 referral credit when you refer a new patient. So go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health.
Always still look at myself as a high-performing athlete, even at 40 years old. And so I want to go able to run and run fast and do things that I could 15 and 20 years ago. And it was getting to the point where the pain was starting to limit that.
Pain attacks people from all walks of life, not just former professional athletes like Bobby Carpenter. That's where QC Kinetics non-surgical treatment steps in.
And now that the pain is gone, I've been able to go and do the stuff that I love and run fast and run sprints and try to get back to where I was.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments use your body's own healing properties to deliver long-term relief without surgery.
Now, being able to go and work out and do the stuff that I want to do and challenge my body, it's made me a better person, a more pleasant person to be around.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 972-972-8610. That's 972-972-8610. 972-972-8610.
In a brand new ride. Corby here from my friends at Classic Kia Carrollton who want to help you do just that. I'm here with Classic Kia owner Jesse Hull.
Thanks, Corby. We love taking care of all the P1s, and right now we have 2025 Sorrentos and Sportages for just 1.9% for up to 60 months through plus $750 owner loyalty cash on both models.
There are so many great choices at Classic Kia, so take a test drive today. Classic Kia Carrollton, or shop 24/7 at ClassicKiaCarrollton.com.
Hey, it's Giorgio here with an epic land buying opportunity. Clearwater Point, Possum Kingdom Lake, one of Texas' most iconic lakes, famous for blue water, scenic shores, iconic cliffs, and sunset views. Don't miss your chance to purchase amazing lake property at prices below market during this one-day sale, Saturday, February 1st. Beautiful lake access and direct lakefront properties with docks starting at just $49.9. Your property will boast a grand gated entrance, underground utilities, central water, a clubhouse with resort-style pool, boat docks, a putting green, pickleball and basketball courts, minutes from restaurants, marinas, and activities like scuba diving, water skiing, and boating. Great financing options are available, incentives for cash buyers, or invest in this land using your retirement account. One day only, Saturday, February 1st. Visit ClearwaterPointTX.com or call 866-870-2765. That's 866-870-2765.
Sweet aromas on the nose, creamy and rich on the palate, with a warm, lingering finish. This is Milam and Green Bourbon, declared by Forbes as the best whiskey in the world and made right here in Texas for the discerning whiskey drinker.
Milam and Green is available at fine liquor stores everywhere. Explore more at milamandgreenwhiskey.com.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 five-star reviews on Google. So who was the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Dallas, Texas.
Michael Dixon and Bruce Levine have Instant Stars Hockey HSOs during this intermission report. Brought to you by Kia on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Tick.
Well, the Stars lead the Vegas Golden Knights 4-2 after 2 periods at the American Airlines Center. This is the Intermission Show brought to you by your DFW Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And Bruce, how weird is it to say after a second period, especially the latter half of that second period, the Stars thoroughly dominated, that the one thing the Stars haven't done well tonight is kill penalties, and that's really the only reason why this is a game.
Well, you have to give a little bit of credit to Vegas. They have scored power play goals in 8th straight and have the best power play, maybe not season-wide statistically, but right now they have the best power play currently in the NHL, and the Dallas Stars have gotten caught in the crosshairs a couple of times. Stay out of the box, and Dallas has been dominant in this game. Got to keep it that way through the third.
All right, well, we got to go rapid fire here with a recap and highlights brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Dallas Stars. It was 1-1 after 20. Both teams scored on the power play in the first period. In the second period, Jason Robertson, he has been so good over the last couple of months, and it's 7:31. He gave the Stars a 2-1 lead.
5-on-5 hockey here. It's Robertson. Leaves for Duchesne. Save, Hill. Rebound. Score! Robertson! Got the loose puck. Slid it home. And Dallas has their first lead of the night. It's 2-1.
So Robertson with his 16th from Duchesne and Johnston. And the Stars take a 2-1 lead.
And this is Jason Robertson. Something maybe a couple of months ago he couldn't do. Didn't have the quickness, didn't have the foot speed with recovering from the injury to do. This is what he does now. The puck comes to Matt Duchesne. Duchesne, left-handed shot from the right side. Shoots a far side wrist shot. Hill gets the pad, kicks the puck to his right, and the first man there, after making the pass, Robertson continues to go to the net, gets the rebound. He has to reach for it, but he gets the rebound and then is able to tuck it right back in the other way, and Dallas has a 2-1 lead. Robertson, the Stars' leading scorer since Tyler Seguin went down, continues to be hot.
Not just hot within the Dallas Stars, but hot around the NHL. I mean, he's putting up numbers that very few in the league are putting up right now. So that made it 2-1, but Vegas then went on the power play not long after that, and at 8:57, the Golden Knights make it 2-2.
Here's Theodore, brings back in. Then Stone across Hurdle. Right side, score, Theodore. Not a setup man on that one. He was the finisher, and that was surgically maneuvered by the Golden Knights power play, who has both of their goals, and it's a tie game again.
So Theodore with his 6th, Hurdle and Stone with the assists, and you broke down the film for me, Bruce, just a breakdown from the Stars, and that's about as tic-tac-toe easy as it gets.
Well, Theodore gets the puck behind his own net after the Stars clear and comes up ice with full speed. Gets to the Stars' blue line, kicks it to his right, where it goes to Mark Stone. Theodore doesn't stop at the blue line, keeps going toward the net. Stone now has the puck at the right side. Both Lindell and Oscar Beck glide toward Stone, and he's able to get the puck on the saucer pass from right to left. The puck goes to the left side to Thomas Hurdle. Now Labushkin's all alone as Hurdle has the opportunity to either go straight to the net, which is what Jake Ottinger has to play. Can't leave him alone for the shot, but instead Hurdle then throws the puck back to the right side, and there is Shea Theodore all alone for the one-timer. Great passing by the Vegas power play on attack, and it is a 2-2 game. The only defenseman this year with more points than Shea Theodore, Cale Makar, Zach Werenski, and Quinn Hughes. Theodore is in rare air.
So, 2-2, and the Stars just buzzed in the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of that second period. At 16-18, they regain the lead.
Duchesne goes laterally. His shot, score! Ben! Right in front, got a stick on it. And Dallas goes back in front, 3-2.
So, Ben's 13th, Duchesne and Heiskanen on the assist. And that was the goal that felt like it was coming.
It did, because Dallas started to apply the pressure. If it wasn't a power play, Dallas tilted the ice in that second period. Dallas out shooting Vegas 16-5 on the second period. And this is, this line of with Duchesne, Ben, and Bork had a couple of chances. Boy, Maverick Bork's had a couple that he's going to dream about tonight. But here it goes. Sometimes Hockey 101. You know what? Joe Pavelski's in the house. What did he always show the Stars how to do? Go to the net and deflect the puck. We see Jamie Benn in pregame skate now doing the Pavelski drill. We're going to call it that in front of the net. And this is where it comes in. Matt Duchene from about 50 feet out sees Ben all alone in front, has a clear angle to the net, just throws the wrist shot, and Jamie Benn, the captain, all alone, gets the stick, knocks the puck down as it's going to the net. It's a Stars goal, and it gives Dallas back a 3-2 lead.
So not long after that, at 17:54, the Stars make it 4-2. Wyatt Johnston, nice move, and then follows up after a rode in on Hill's stick. Shot, score, Robertson! He fouled it from a pile, a no-looker. He's got his second, and the Stars have stretched the lead. So Robertson's second, Johnston and Adonov on the assists, and this is a goal scorer's goal, Bruce.
And this is a goal scorer's goal, but it's a playmaker's setup. Wyatt Johnston, who has been fearless tonight, going to the net, does it again, goes right to the heart of the Vegas' defense. And don't forget, Vegas' defense is big and physical.
Yeah.
Wyatt Johnston, he don't care. He goes right through the middle of it. The puck gets chopped at, and it gets discombobulated. He keeps working at it, and even though his stick is tied up, he sees Jason Robertson. If you look at the replay, Wyatt Johnston kicks the puck, soccer style, to Robertson, who's outside of the pack of Johnston and two Vegas defenders, and Jason Robertson, who's been pinpoint tonight, buries it top shelf, his 150th goal of his NHL career, and Dallas deservedly walks out of the second period with a 4-2 lead.
All right, the Stars lead it by 2 with 20 minutes to go. This is the Intermission Show brought to you by DFW Kia Dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Coming up next, we'll check with Bruce on the out-of-town scoreboard. This is Dallas Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Dallas Stars tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Dallas Stars and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/NHL. Children's Health is the official pediatric home of Dallas Stars fans. Every day, Children's Health is pushing the boundaries of what incredible care for children looks like. From groundbreaking research to technological innovations, Children's Health is constantly discovering the cutting-edge treatments that lead to greater outcomes. From their relentless care teams to their commitment to every family, Children's Health will stop at nothing to give kids the care they need for the future they deserve. Visit childrens.com to learn more.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
When the game's on the line, every play counts. And when it comes to protecting what matters most, so does your insurance partner. Higginbotham covers the big moments on and off the ice. Whether we're protecting your home, your business, your car, or your health, we've got more coverage options than the coach's game plan. Higginbotham, official insurance broker for the Dallas Stars. Higginbotham. Higginbotham.com.
We are back underway from American Airlines Center.
Texas hockey is back, bigger and better than ever. Don't miss your chance to experience the exhilarating intensity of Texas hockey when your Dallas Stars hit the ice for the 2024-25 season. You won't want to miss a single hard hit, huge goal,
Robertson, score!
or epic save live at American Airlines Center this season. Secure your tickets at DallasStars.com today.
Dallas gets it right back!
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes, but one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking, because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Longer seasons are the new normal, which is why Ultimate Season Pass from TXU Energy gives you 50% off energy charges during peak winter and summer, plus even more months of automatic savings.
There's nothing better than energy savings that just keep going.
And going.
Who doesn't love more comfort for more months?
Enjoy Texas-sized savings for Texas-sized seasons.
With Ultimate Season Pass, the savings go on and on.
And on. Over $450 a year.
All aboard?
TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Visit TXU.com for more information. Rep number 10004.
If you're a Dallas Stars fan, you know all about winning. That's why you'll feel right at home at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Start your night off with a victory of your own in our state-of-the-art poker room. Grab a front row seat to an epic concert, or sit back and catch the big game in our amazing sports bar. Come discover your next win at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Dallas Stars.
At Comerica Bank, we know how vital small businesses are to the health and success of our communities. So we're sharing this radio spot with
Garrett Executive Coaching. They align your speaking authenticity, expertise, and purpose for a crystal clear message tailored to your audience and stakeholders. Increase your awareness with clarity, resulting in action-filled strategies. Go to BettyGarrett.com.
Find out more ways Comerica supports small businesses at Comerica.com/succeed. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You have a job and a paycheck. Sure, that usually works for keeping your finances on track, but there are times when having access to the money you've already worked for can be a game changer. Those in-between times are the ones that can make a big difference in your life. In comes Daily Pay. With Daily Pay, you can access your earned wages when you want them. Daily Pay helps you avoid the inflated costs of a payday loan. Because your hard work happens on the daily, you should be able to reap your rewards on the daily. With Daily Pay, you always get to say how you take on the day. Find out if your company offers Daily Pay. Visit us at get.dailypay.com.
This is the Dallas Stars Hockey Intermission Report, brought to you by Kia on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Stars lead the Knights 4-2 after 2. Let's go back downstairs for the third. Here's Josh and Razor.
Thank you very much, guys. So the Stars with that multi-goal lead and really just grabbed the game by the throat in that second period, Razor. We'll look for much more of that as this third is set to begin.
Indeed. There's a kid with a Whataburger turnover chain going out there. Awesome. Hey, look, they look like a better team with a little more size in their lineup, and they look like a better team with a little more energy in their legs. And they utilized that in that second period. They outshot the Golden Knights by a mile. They outscored them 3-1. Really took over the game late in that period in particular. Wyatt Johnston, who's going to start this third period, has been on the ice for 4 of the 6 goals in the game. 2 aside. Been on for both of those power play goals that the G Knights have. We'll see what they can muster up here, but this is why, you know, having a grand second period can be a big thing when you're playing a team that played the night before. It just makes the head bow, the legs a little heavier, the hands a little slower.
Johnston, one of 4 stars already with a multi-point game as he wins the opening faceoff, and the Stars go to work. The 2 other guys on this line, Jason Robertson and Evgeny Dodonov, join him in that department. So does Matt Duchesne with a couple of helpers in the game. Theodore gets bumped by Dodonov, looking for Robertson. It was cut off by the Golden Knights. Jack Eichel darts his way down the right wing. Worked on by Harley, who gave him no space, but funneled the puck around for Barbashev. Scoring is slowed for Barbashev since a recent injury. He was point-per-game player just about, an outstanding season before that. Taken by Dodonov and wristed around. Not out of the zone, though. Snapped over to McNabb at the left point. Game of catch with Eichel, and good stick in the lane by the Stars to poke to center. Just about a minute into period number 3. Shots so far in the game, 21-13 favoring Dallas. They've got the 4-2 lead. Game 3 of this 3-game homestand. They'll jump on a plane, get to St. Louis in time for a game tomorrow night. Stars are in the attack zone, but Pietrangelo takes possession, springs it ahead. Tomas Hertl. Hertl nudges one in. Pottinger will get it to the corner, then played out in front. Stars got back and broke it up and cleared.
Good checking start to the third period for Dallas. A couple of times in their zone. Guys in the right spot.
Dorofeev takes the outlet feed. And then in the corner, collisions come. Jamie Benn, who's got one of the goals for the Stars in the game, got it to Bork. Flipped one in. Duchesne pursuing White Cloud. Moved around. Liam Bichel used his size. Was able to hold it halfway down the wall, even with a man right on him. And it's clogged up in skates at the half boards. Popped out. And swatted to the red line by Nick Waugh. Matt Dumba, the flip back in for Dallas. Very quick. Opening 2+ minutes have come and gone here in this third period. Hanifin for Waugh. Unable to get the puck deep. Taken by Oscar Beck. Ran himself right into Kolasar, though. Possession back to the Knights. Theodore for Waugh. Stepped into by Lindell. Theodore has to hold up while the Vegas Knights touch up. And they come across the line. They say onside. Kolasar along the end boards. It is clogged up in the trapezoid. Another board battle between these two clubs, who have had to fight for tooth and nail against one another the last 2+ years in postseason meetings. Shot, hit bodies in front on the doorstep, and Kolasar slipped it through his legs, thought he'd have help. There was nobody there, and Dallas clears. Shea Theodore, forward off the stick of Lazinski. Harley will keep it moving. Got through Dodonov, and on the left wing side, stolen back by Johnston. Deflected as it goes all the way down the ice. Netminder Hill stick handles into his trapezoid. Then turned over by Vegas. Wyatt Johnston fighting through traffic out in front. Harley has it, shoots, and up high. It was a rolling puck. He had to get it off quickly, and out of play it went.
The goaltender Hill sent his defenseman Haig just a grenade in behind the net. It turned into that tasty look for Thomas Harley in the high slot area. That's been a good little switch from Pete DeBoer to put Harley with Heiskanen to go up straight up against Eichel and company. That first period, they were spending all their shifts in Dallas ice, and in the second period, they had a couple of little cameos in there, but not much.
This play will begin in the night zone and a face-off win. Hintz, Heiskanen one-timer, loose off the glove of Hill. Net mouth scramble, puck remains loose. Hill was belly down trying to get the glove on it. He couldn't, and the Stars will spread it back out at the line. Harley's pass off the stick of Stone and cleared. Close call at the Vegas net front. Sam Steele and Dallas dump it right back in. More than 4 minutes gone by in the third. Still a 4-2 Stars lead. Sharp angle shot goes wide from Hintz. And Miro Heiskanen will track it down in the Dallas end of the sheet. Heiskanen up ahead for Bork. Turned right into Dorofeev. Golden Knights have it now. White Cloud hits center ice and wrists one in. Jamie Benn banks it. Got past the swing of Hurdle. In with speed is Bork on the right wing. Hits the brakes, laid it low. White Cloud, a little bobble, and immediately there were two waves of pressure. Jamie Benn behind the net. Taken back by Vegas. Dorofeev back for White Cloud and cleared out to center. Bork brings back across the Vegas blue line. Twist to the forehand, then uses the backhand to funnel it behind the net. Hanifin cut it off en route for Duchesne. Dorofeev for Olofsson. Will chip one in. Matt Dumba first to it. Reverses for Bichel. Played keep away nicely from Olofsson. Brendan Smith with room to skate. Off of Beck. Accepted the pass offside. 14:41 left in the third.
So Brendan Smith's played pretty good in the game. It's been a very functional fourth line. He's actually played more than what Blumel played last game against Carolina in that role. So that's worked out. Bichel, look, I'm going to fanboy over him every time he's on the ice. Every game he's in the lineup. He uses the side of the rink, that 10 feet along the board so well. Just ends plays along there.
Quickly up and out of play, so we'll do it again from neutral ice.
Nice to have. And then he can make a play with the puck, too. So, and he's 6'7", 230.
It's a long list.
Yeah, you just keep going and going. But he's played well. The three pairs on defense, for the most part, have had a nice rhythm.
And of all the things that they love the way he handled the assignment down in the American Hockey League, in the right headspace for the return, and has looked every bit the part as it's up and off the netting. Some speed bumps of whistles after a really flyby 5.5 minutes to open up this third. No problem for the leading team. That's the Stars.
Yeah, well, the conversation between periods is certainly about if we don't give up another goal, we win. So it's a checking mindset. Not that they want to fall into some kind of a defensive shell, which they haven't. They've broken plays up in their own zone. Stay out of the box, try to win these draws and get out of your own zone as clean and quickly as possible.
Clean face-off win. Hannafin with a shot. It went through a piece of the crease and just wide. They redirected en route. Labushkin and Pearson, and then gloved forward. The latest stoppage as that puck was basically glove bumped into the Dallas bench.
It was like he was serving underhand in volleyball there, Ilya. I don't know if he's played that or not. When's the last time, Josh, that the Stars out-hit and outscored a team through 40 minutes? But that was the case here tonight. Yeah. They've had a little edge to their game against a team that played last night, and then they burst out big time offensively late in that second frame.
Going to redo this face-off here, and we started tonight really talking about the lineup and how it was concocted for this type of game against this type of opponent, and they have to love what they've seen from it through 2+ periods. Jamie Benn forward for Bork. I think it was those hits from Stankoven and Blackwell. Really,
they all count.
Put it over the
They send a message. They might not hurt, but they send a message.
Dumped in by Dallas. The skipper, settled by Pietrangelo. One of the game's best, moves it around, not out of the zone. Right back to Pietrangelo. Goal scoring down the last 2 years from him. Always such a two-way threat. Lindell, wrister from the slot. It's loose on the doorstep. The latest time that Hill was in full scramble mode after a puck hit him, but Vegas grabs it and gets it out of harm's way.
Yeah, he's been sloppy tonight. He doesn't look as clean and crisp as he has in past. There are a lot of guys trying to make plays standing still for the Golden Knights now.
Hill was 38 of 40 in the victory for the Golden Knights in the first meeting in December. Barbashev could not get it across. Thomas Harley in the trapezoid. The fly-in from Eichel, who has looked impressive all night long. Barbashev hit bodies, and then off the top of the net, Stone the in-tight whack, and it bounced up and off the top of the net and fell behind.
He has such good hands and quick hands. To be able to even propel that toward the net was a big deal.
Brought back in by Vegas, showing some signs of life here in this third period. 12.5 and counting left in regulation. Stars leading by 2. Dallas takes it away. Rope Hintz has a cutting Stankoven. Cross the line. Hintz to Stankoven. Tipped through the crease and wide. Then Steele fell off of Hill, and he gets the glove on it for the stoppage. 12:18 remains. Third period. Score hasn't shifted. Still favors Dallas. They lead it by 2. You're listening to Stars Hockey on the Ticket.
Stars fans, every player that has ever skated onto the ice has had a dream to be a champion. Ford has been a part of making those dreams come true. With every drive to hockey practice and travel to every road game, Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs have carried us forward. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Stars and proud sponsor of a dream. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas. People have been yelling at us online for years to bring back the Whataburger Monterey Melt, and we're finally doing it. The Monterey Melt is back with 2 slices of melty cheese, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch, all on 2 fresh beef patties.
We didn't do it because of the comments, posts, replies, emails, or vaguely threatening letters. You can't tell us what to do. You're not in charge of us. Our boss is. And she said to bring it back. The Monterey Melt is back at Whataburger. Available for a limited time. What a burger!
If you don't have a radio in your house, you can still listen to The Ticket in the kitchen, bathroom, or garage. We're streaming 24/7 on Victory Plus, Sports Day Talk app, and our other platforms. Or listen to The Ticket on your smart speaker by saying, play The Ticket. Good stuff is happening even when you're not in the car. So invite us in to stay a while. We'll even take off our shoes.
But it's like he had semen in his shoes.
Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket. Dallas Stars hockey on The Ticket. The Ticket!
Things chugging along here at American Airlines Center. Good to have you with us tonight. Daryl Ray, Josh Bogorad, 12 minutes and change remaining in regulation. Stars up by a pair on the Golden Knights, who have not mounted much of an attack outside of the Eichel line here in the third.
This faceoff will be in Vegas territory to the stick side of Adin Hill, who has fought off some opportunities and really has fought them off here in this third period. Dallas threatening to stretch it even further. Back with a clean faceoff when Bischel leaned into one. Deflected wide. Then in front, Hill the save. Rebound, Smith. And that one wouldn't go for him just outside of the crease. The D-converted forward has done his job and what he's out there to do, which is that, lay another forechecking hit. He's also had a couple of good opportunities to score. Iced by Vegas, 11:52 left in the third.
Yeah, the guy he's playing with, Oscar Beck, has had a really good game tonight too, and he was instrumental in that little scramble play around the net. Stars with like all of their, thrust toward the opposing net to turn into a scramble or a semi-chaos, and that certainly did. Just a tick late on the, and he kind of chunked it back into him on the backhand, Smith did.
Another face-off win. Harley. That one was blocked instead of deflected to the left wing wall. That first shot by Bischel that wound up going wide off the deflection, clocked in at 95 miles per hour. Just looking for one more thing, if you like, from him.
That's how he scores, though. Shoot 10 feet wide of the net.
It did work out. Hintz goes to Stankovic. Shot. Looking 5-hole sealed off by Hill.
Every line now starting to get a look as the Golden Knights back on their heels until the Eichel line comes back on the ice, apparently.
Pushed further back underneath their icing line, the Knights. And then miss on an out left feed. It was touched, so no icing. Puts it on a platter for Lindell. 9 minutes gone. Nice job by Duchesne to knock one out of midair. He's unable to control it in the aftermath, but then he stole it right back at the center logo.
An awful pass from Lyubushkin, though. I think it was almost waist high.
Rides the dasher. Hurdle able to keep one in. Got it to Dorofeev. Spins off contact from Lyubushkin. Good pressure by Ben, who got in there. Stars find Duchesne, and that puck got through him. He'll head off tail end of his shift.
Matt's like, screw it. If nobody's going to put the puck on my plate, I'm getting off the ice. 2 tough passes in neutral.
Andrew got a piece of this one as Bischel needed 2 attempts, didn't cleanly get it away, and a shot off the bar, Eichel. Then Theodore turned aside, the rebound cleared to the line, not out. Boy, just one little burp with a puck, and the next thing you know, it's Eichel. A golden opportunity for the Golden Knights that was denied by Red. Theodore drags for a bit to the right circle. Wristed it well wide. McNabb. More pressure here from the Knights. Spin by Eichel to Shed dump. A nice move. Left side shot. Gloved by Unger. It's loose. Bischel needs a clearance, and he will get one. Crowd roaring their approval. The Knights want to keep going downhill. It's Eichel. Shovels one in deep. Bischel in the corner. Knew Barbashev was coming. Got hit. Worked high. Shot off the other bar. Rebound loose and scored. Eichel on the scramble in front. The Golden Knights pay off a big shift and have made this a one-goal game with 9:25 left.
Well, it's a slide move by the Golden Knights and Bruce Cassidy, their coach. He was able, with all that pressure in the offensive zone, to get the Eichel line rotating and extending, and it might be the only shift of the game at even strength that Miro Heiskanen wasn't on the ice against them. They came close, the bar earlier, and then just stronger, more determined was Jack Eichel on Thomas Harley. I don't think Thomas knew he was coming from in behind him, and he beat him on leverage and made this a very interesting third period now.
Man who started the night 8th in NHL scoring has 2 goals of the 3 that Vegas has, icing against Dallas. And yeah, you go from the driver's seat to a tight collar in one shift.
He should have 4 goals in the game easily from the chances he's had. Missed wildly a couple times, hit a pipe. And just, this is one of the blue collar, roll up your sleeve goal there. Nothing skilly about that one.
Number 13 in the first period, number 14 right there in the third. Fight along the wall. And if the legs were heavy from Vegas after the game last night, in front, right for Howden, it deflects up and out of play. They got to feel like they've got some wind in their sails now. 8:59 remains in the third period. Stars lead trimmed to 1. They're still in front, but it's a brand new hockey game at American Airlines Center. Don't go anywhere. We're back with more after this on The Ticket.
It's tax season in Texas, and Maverick Windows is offering a deal that feels like finding another refund. From now until March 1st, Maverick Windows is offering up to $1,500 cash back with the purchase of 5 or more windows. Join thousands of DFW homeowners and get your new windows from Maverick Windows too. Call Maverick Windows today at 214-302-8541 or at maverickwindows.com and mention the tax season special when you sign up for a free quote now.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best, just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 469-579-3500. 469-579-3500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
The Stars on The Ticket.
The Ticket!
9 minutes to go in regulation here at American Airlines Center. Stars up 4-3 over the Golden Knights. It's like the Stars are trying to defeat Jack Eichel in the game here tonight. And all these games are like this. 1 goal separates the 2 teams. 5 of the last 8 meetings have been decided by a single goal.
The Golden Knights off the media timeout, control the draw, poked away, kept in McNabb, blockered by Ottinger, and sends the rebound all the way out to neutral ice. Jumping on it there with speed, Stankoven. One hands it around, Theodore catches up on the other side of the Golden Knights defenseman. And work cleared by Vegas. Steele lifts it high in on the backhand to Hopper, gloved and restarted by Hill, the netminder. Pressure on Theodore. He plays keep away from Stankoven. Eichel with 2 of the 3 goals in the game. Shot was blocked. That last goal for Eichel, the first even strength goal that Vegas has in the game. They've only got 2 in as many games so far this season series against Dallas.
Thinking you got what, 3, maybe 4 more shifts of Jack Eichel to try to handle or contain.
McNabb and Stone, the assist, a 3-helper night for Mark Stone. Matt Duchene goes back in the star zone for Essa Lindell. Lifts it high and out of play over the bench to the seats. That's a delay of game against Essa Lindell, and a perfect Vegas power play gets a third chance.
Man, Essa, he does not do things like that very often, and that is their lead dog in killing penalties. They've already surrendered a couple of power play goals in the game, and a sort of unforced error that time, the high flip betrayal, and this is a rather key juncture of this one. A smoking hot, I mean sizzling white hot Golden Knights power play.
2 for 2 tonight, 12 for the last 22, and they control off the draw. To the right side, Dorofeev sets it up for Theodore. To the left, Eichel tries a one-time pass, couldn't connect, but it's held in the zone. Theodore goes right back to Eichel. Eichel from the left wing, outer hash marks, down into the corner now, still on his blade. Eichel got one through to Hurdle, and it was blocked. Then fought for low slot, and it's loose, comes to the near side. There was some daylight for the Knights, and Dallas dodged it and cleared.
Came out of that pile after the shot block by Heiskanen, who's out here killing. Doesn't usually kill penalties for the Stars, but with Lindell in the box, forced into it.
He's there for another $1.15 on this minor. Stars with a chance to clear as they take over. Glass, patient move by Heiskanen. Down the ice it goes. Shea Theodore wasting no time out of the Vegas end. Halfway through the delay of game against Lindell. Mark Stone is in on the near side. Goes back. Theodore touch to Stone. Stone finds Theodore. A goal in the game. Theodore goes to the left. Eichel returns to the defenseman up high. Theodore to Eichel. Left wing half wall. From the blue line, Theodore. Dorofeev, top of the right circle. Set it up for Theodore. Dorofeev again. Low for Hurdle. Hurdle couldn't thread it through Heiskanen. Worked it to Dorofeev. A half a minute left on the power play. Dorofeev winds, doesn't fire. Top of the right dot. Angled one through. Couldn't connect, but it's Eichel. Top of the zone now, Theodore. Goes low, Stone. Stone to Eichel. Left wing circle. Theodore catches. Right side, Dorofeev from the face-off dot. Off a stick it goes. Off the backboards. Hurdle finds Dorofeev once more. 8 left on the power play. Theodore. Dorofeev shot, and he pushed it wide. It's going to come out of the zone, and the Stars get through it as Lindell's out of the box. A massive 2-minute kill for the Stars. Their first successful penalty kill of the night for the league's best when they needed one more than any other point.
I tell you, it was a masterclass by Miro Heiskanen, in particular in Dorofeev's area. Just wouldn't give him a window.
Labushkin brings it forward on the attack for Dallas. Blocker down by Hill. And then Waugh undercut by Ben, who hustled his way back at neutral ice. Stars softly tap one in. Clock continues to roll. Stars with a 4-3 lead. 5:05 and counting remaining in regulation. Kolasar for Hannafin. Defenseman steps wide and gloved by Ottinger on the wrist shot. A net crash, and Brendan Smith and Liam Bischel box out after the freeze. 4:58 remaining in this third period. What a game between the two rivals. Stars lead the Golden Knights by 1. We're back after this on the ticket.
A new era of streaming is here. Download the all-new Victory Plus app today to watch your Dallas Stars absolutely free.
He scores! The Stars have come all the way back!
From home and away games with Josh and Razor calling the plays to exclusive behind-the-scenes content you won't get anywhere else. You won't want to miss out on this exciting new way to watch Texas hockey. Download the Victory Plus app in the App Store, Google Play, and all major television streaming devices now.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
For
from opening night to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Don't miss a second of the NFL this season. Hi, this is Kurt Warner of Westwood One. Join our crew each week for the best in primetime NFL action. Monday night, Sunday night, and Thursday night football, plus marquee games on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, and more. Westwood One is the exclusive radio home for every primetime and postseason game. It's right here
on Sports Radio 967 and 1310, The Ticket. This is Dallas Stars hockey on The Ticket. KTCK FM Flower Mound, KTCK AM Dallas Fort Worth, Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket, a Cumulus media station.
4:58 left in the third period. Stars hanging on to a 4-3 lead. They've led since late in the second by as many as 2 earlier this frame. Golden Knights toss it towards the Dallas blue line. Good hold up by Lindell, who was in the box for an outstanding penalty kill that Dallas just got before the media timeout. Comes right back to Lindell. He backpedals with possession. Cut off, though, and stolen by the Knights. They're in. It's Howden feeding just out of the reach of Dorofeev. Sends it in on the forehand. Howden boxing out, protecting the puck. Comes over to the right wing corner. Dorofeev is there, met by Johnston. Tomas Hertl skates it to the left. Now up top, it's Pietrangelo. Keeps it high near the line. Hannafin and blocker to the corner by Ottinger. Jason Robertson able to clear out for Dodonov. Working 1-on-2, then holds up, has some help off the bench. The pass for Steele, back for Dodonov. Keeps it on the right side, then down and deep. Off a stick, and Harley, the defenseman, stayed put. Golden Knights trying to come out of their zone, and they will. It's Jack Eichel. Band on the pass, Barbashev will keep between the Blues. Now a nice move by Stone. Drops it off for McNabb. He's got Eichel quickly to Stone. Stone back for Eichel. Slipped through him. Ties up with Harley. Good sweep check by Steele. Then fanned by Harley almost to a dangerous spot. Back on the perimeter. Golden Knights have it. Work it high, McNabb. Theodore blocked by Stankoven. It stung him. He stayed upright, but he's hobbled. Stone. Back for Theodore. Pressure Stankoven. Good work by the rookie Stankoven to poke it to center. And then follow it up at the other end of the ice. What a shift after the block shot. Dumped in by Duchesne. Stankoven can get to the bench, get some glove taps once he's there. An Aaron Hedman pass becomes an icing against Vegas. Stops the clock, 2:43 left in the third.
They get through another Eichel shift barely again, and Theodore probably tried to get too much out of that rather than just pump it down deep again, and Stankoven recovered, got right in his grill, worked it out of the zone, and down they go, and we're down to 2:43 to go in regulation, and number 9's not on the ice for the moment. What a night he's had.
Taking a breather as the Stars win the draw. Their insurance policy was cashed in on the recent goal by Eichel, his second of the game, as Hill scoops and hangs.
Stars trying to squeeze this one out. Boy, the last couple of games here, the third periods have been chock full of drama. The loss to the Hurricanes here, the game finally got pumped up in the third, and this one has just moved along the way most games between these two teams move along.
Elevated puck off of a face-off contention. Eventually grabbed by the Golden Knights all the way deep in their zone. Start the journey forward. It's Pietrangelo for Kolasar. Sweep check by Lindell. Got it in deep behind him. Jamie Benn shielding away from Pietrangelo. Benn, nice bank to himself. Delayed, slid it forward. Bork, cross the line. Hand back for Benn. Benn skates it wide. Trying to protect it. Does so away from two different Golden Knights. Took the stick of Howden with them. Good work by the Dallas captain. Clock ticks inside the final 2 minutes of regulation. Nick Waugh brings it in across the blue line. Kolasar back for Waugh. Depth players out there right now, so Aiden Hill staying put for the time being. Eichel has jumped on with Stone. Now Hill starts to drift out as Eichel has it from neutral territory. Can't get it deep, though. Labushkin moved it forward for Blackwell. Turned over to Hurdle. And there goes Hill slowly towards the bench. Hits it with 1.5 minutes to go. Blackwell, the high flip towards the empty net. It's going to be taken by Theodore before it got there. Would have rolled wide. Shea Theodore, 80 seconds to go. Golden Knights with the puck. Stars with the 1-goal lead. Visions of May when they met in the opening round. Stone will hold one in. Now over to Theodore. High slot over to Eichel. Eichel across, diving play by Colin Blackwell to break it up. Kept alive by the Knights. Eichel in the left wing corner, under 1 minute to go in regulation. 6-on-5 for Vegas. The half dozen in white towards the net and off his skates. Dorofeev reloads. Eichel wants it on the left side. Instead, it's Dorofeev on the right. At the blue line, Theodore. Back to Eichel. Theodore once again straight away. Blocked by Robertson for Blackwell for the empty net. Bounced it wide. And it's icing with 29.7 to go.
Stars are swearing that puck went off a Golden Knights stick. And I think if they win this, the faceoff will probably come to center ice. They're going to collect all the zebras down there and figure it out. It looked as though Pete DeBoer wants to take a timeout anyway and talk things over with a half a minute remaining in regulation. It's going to be icing. You can't take a timeout on an icing, but if they figure out that this thing caught a stick and the faceoff's going to be on the state logo at center ice, then he'll get his timeout if he still wants it. They're moving down to where they're saying it didn't touch anybody or nobody saw it. So it will be icing. Nobody can change unless the Golden Knights, and it looks as though they do, want to take their timeout, and the Stars will be able to rest things up.
What a hockey game. 29.7 seconds from the finish line. Two teams who have met in back-to-back postseasons. Conference final 2 years ago. 7-game epic first round last year. Could be another collision course this year. Who knows? But this one fittingly coming right down to the wire.
Yeah, two good teams. I mean, two of the best teams in the West. You got the best team in the Pacific in Vegas. You have the currently number 3 team in the Central Division in the Stars. And the Stars have been tough to beat in this building. They haven't beat a lot of teams in this manner, though, where they give up power play goals but outscore them on the board in the end, right? And if they can hang on here for 30 seconds, they'll get either a 4-3 or a 5-3 win, depending on an empty netter. Try to win a draw. They were getting annihilated on faceoffs early in the game tonight. They've really fought their way back. Golden Knights get to pick which side they want to go on, and if it's over on the right, it'll either be Wyatt Johnston or Blackwell that'll take it, the righties.
We're getting looks on the telecast. That puck definitely was tipped. Dallas just wants to make it a footnote, and the faceoff is controlled by Vegas. Eichel with it for Barbashev. Shot stopped, rebound. What a save! Wow! He just saved the game. Jake Odger with the left hand. Oh my goodness! What a stop on Dorofeev.
Man, that cage was wide open for a second. He did have to get it from his backhand to his forehand, and Jake had both reflexes and concentration and length. That is a save radius right there, and perhaps a game saver.
All the players looking up at the board before the puck drop again, and it's controlled by Dallas. Lifted all the way down. It's going to be wide of the empty net. Heiskanen icing, bidding for a 200-foot dagger. 15.4, and the building's still a buzz from the glove of Odger.
Unreal. I mean, the initial shot on net hit Hurdle in front of the net. Those are the ones that usually just freeze goaltenders. Larceny, flat larceny.
He looks to his right this time. They're going to reset. Johnston stays in there. They will not kick Hurdle out of the draw. It's a warning. Glance back at the clock. It shows 15.4 on it. A little bit of movement. And the face-off, grabbed by the Knights. Eichel to the blue line. Dorofeev in front off his skates and falls off the sidewall, stays in play. Stone in front. Save again, Ottinger. Poked towards the line. 3 seconds left. It's loose. And Ottinger one more time. Back to back. He kept it out. He saved the game. The Stars hold on and win it 4-3. A wild finish over the Golden Knights.
Well, the two things that saved them in the end here in the third period was their penalty kill that got touched up severely early in the game, but they bow up with their best penalty killer, their most counted on penalty killer, Esa Lindell in the box. Miro Heiskanen was fantastic during that. And then with the game on the line, trying to hang on to a one-goal lead, 3 heroic interventions by Jake Ottinger. I mean, goal line stand, nothing better than that from that position. Game's on the line, he's at his best. Stars win it by 1.
My goodness, what a finish to the game and to the homestand. Dallas wins 2 of the 3 games, and they pick up their 30th victory of the season, 61 points through the first 48 games, and do it in about as thrilling a manner in those closing seconds as you could possibly find.
Games come down to special teams and goaltending.
I've heard that.
They do. Often in this league, and this one got whittled down into that. There was some other good stuff in there. That late surge in production late in the second period was obviously large when they got goals from Ben and Robertson to stake themselves to a 2-goal lead. And the Golden Knights didn't go away. You give them all kinds of credit playing back-to-back and mounting that. They just didn't have enough underneath of Jack Eichel and Stone in that line. I mean, nobody else really showed up until that late stage when they had Aiden Hill, their goaltender, on the bench, and then all of a sudden, there's Dorofeev, and he gets just flat stoned by Jake Ottinger. What a stop. His best of the season, I think.
Yeah, especially when you add in the context of it, just incredible stuff. And meanwhile, you talk it, and certainly full marks of valiant effort from Vegas, yet they're now 2-6-1 in their last 9 games. This is a club that was playing almost .750 hockey through the first week of January, far and away the best in the NHL. They've got the 3rd worst record in the league since then. Granted, a smaller sample size at only 9 games, but it's definitely a club right now that's fighting it a little bit, and the Stars are going to see them again on Tuesday night in Vegas, with this one fresh in memories of both sides after a quick one-day trip to St. Louis for Dallas.
Yeah, the good teams have the luxury of going into the stinker for a little bit when they only lose 2 of 15 games, and that's what they did over a spell. They're not getting the better of the play at the most important position in goal. Hill made some great saves in the game, but he looked chunky in there, and that permeates throughout your team. When you look like you're fighting it, they're a little more worrisome. They're not as free-flowing. Wasn't all on him. They lost their energy and their game and their checking game late in that second period, and that really changed the complexion of this one here tonight. Second period, when the game goes to a skating game, the Stars have the advantage over the Golden Knights. When it's crowded and it's cycling and it's tight quarter hockey, they have the advantage, and they certainly had the advantage on the power play tonight, but not enough in other avenues. And the Stars full marks. That's how you win games. They had a lot of guys contribute to this one tonight from the net on out.
Yeah, did they ever. So with the win, the Stars leapfrog Minnesota back into second place in the Central Division. They are 6 points shy of the Winnipeg Jets with a game in hand for the top spot. But what a way to close down the homestand. Dallas gets the victory 4-3 over the Vegas Golden Knights. We invite you to stay tuned because we've got more coverage. It is the Postgame Show brought to you by 7-Eleven and Toyota. Michael Dixon, Bruce Levine have recaps and take your calls after an incredible night here at American Airlines Center. For Ken Mendez, John Sponsler, Darryl Ray, I'm Josh Bogarad saying so long one final time. Your final score, the Stars 4, The Golden Knights 3. We'll talk to you tomorrow night again from St. Louis. Until then, good night, everybody.
The Dallas Stars.
Like the mentor, he was the actual one that brought me in, but we've had that stability. Only two GMs, but